Check 1 2, check 1 2, 1 2 3, 1 2 3, 1 2 3, check 1 2 3, check. Welcome or welcome back. I am your most magnanimous illustrator friend, Michael Samuel DiNicola, here for your illustrative instruction and your illustrative pleasure. I'm humble and modest, full of modesty, teeming with it. Welcome to my super late night 1 a.m. stream. I'm pumping my thick and luscious body full of caffeine. Hello, Tanko. Good evening or good morning or good afternoon, wherever you may find yourself on this glorious globe we call Earth. As always, I'd like to start the show by thanking you for tuning in, thanking my patrons, thanking my beautiful Twitch subscribers, my YouTube followers, etc., etc. You guys are incredible. Thank you for everybody who's joined the Discord. You're awesome. Welcome, Night Owls. It's hot as balls here in New York City. I am going to do my best to instruct you in the ways of illustration. Yes, welcome or welcome back. If you're wondering what's happening behind me, in this above to the side here, this is the last thing I sketched. Sketched this during the last stream in case anybody missed the last stream, in case anybody was curious as to what I did. Here's your answer. I sketched this. Now I think tonight what I'll do is finish this bad boy up. I think first, you know what I need to do, gang. First and foremost, I've got too many layers. And for those of you who collect layers like Pokemon, you might think, did this guy just say he's got too many layers? I did say that. Too many. I'm going to flatten these down to one. Yeah, I'm going to flatten these down to a single layer, copy canvas, and then paste. There we go. Perfect. Perfection. And now we have got a flat background. That's like, you know, it's flattish. And then we got a, you know, once you commit, you just gotta commit fully, gang. There it is. Tanko, what are you doing up so late, buddy? You know what? I don't like all that white in her left eye. That's annoying. That is annoying me, friends. So let's just let's twink that a little bit, shall we? Let's let a little bit more white there. Balance that out. There we go. Now she's got this kind of ethereal look about her. She looks like is she a demon or something? Perhaps. It works. At least I think it works. Just existing. Well, I hear that, friend. Yeah, that really adds a little extra oomph. Look at that, right? It's funny how a little bit of color correction. It's funny how what a little bit of color correction can do. Yeah, see, look at that. And this is just a single, this is just basically I just basically just like made the colors pop out a little bit. Now, I made the colors pop a little bit too much in my humble opinion. So I've added I've added a color layer in order to kind of balance out all that like hot, like hyper vivid color. Because as cool as this might look, the super oversaturated blue and the super oversaturated magenta here are just fighting each other. It's a lot on the eyes. I mean, I love a good cyberpunk, aka bisexual lighting myself, but I know it's not for everyone. So yeah, and let me give her spot another little blemish here. Get out of here. Get out of here. Let's neutralize you a little bit. There we go. It's like it never existed. Yeah, I caught this as I was tweaking it. I'm like, oh man, I must have doodled here and not even realized it, and it was really annoying. It was annoying the shit out of me just staring at the little swoop. I know I probably could have posted this and not even noticed, but you know, it was just irking me, friend. Now we flatten that and perfect. Now we did a couple of things. Bam. Okay. Now there's some other stuff I want to do here. I want to see. I think I want to get some weird shit in the foreground. And that is, if you're wondering, that's the technical name for it. Weird shit in the foreground. No. Needs more. I wonder what Ted Danson is doing right now. Okay. I've got special brushes. They're brushes meant to help illustrate space, but I basically use them to do magic. Like, look, you see that? Tell me that's not magical. Kapow. Kablamo. Let me see if I can tweak that a little bit. Oops. Oh, of course my dumbass is fucking drawing. Good I caught that. My fucking dumbass is painting right on the goddamn layer. Let's try that again. Okay. Alright. Now this is a bit much, but I wanna find the right tone. Just the right. Oh, that's too much. Not too bright. Not too so that it. Okay, that's a good one. Now let me see. I think it's that color. I think it's this color. Let's see. Let's try some other brushes. Here. This brush is supposed to help illustrate flame. But again, much like the other brush, it's meant to illustrate flame, but it also works for magic. No, here's something to keep aware of. I'm going to be adding more magical elements to this piece in order to, I always think something like when you toss something in the foreground, it makes it look that much cooler, right? That's a little bit too much, I think. That's probably a lot too much, but tossing something in the foreground can really make things pop, because anything to help trick the eye, you know, put something in front of her, anything that might trick the eye into making you think that the image is anything to make you think that the image is what do you see? What are you seeing, buddy? There's no booby gloss. Oh my god. You know what? I could toss some booby gloss in. Maybe not with these brushes, because these brushes will be too much booby gloss. Yeah, it's too much. That looks like she met a, yeah, no, this looks like she met a gentleman in the forest. An uncouth gentleman. Yes. So what I'm trying to do is I want to add elements. There are currently elements in the foreground and background that help emphasize the three-dimensionality of the image. So, you know, just looking at this, you know that this plane here, let me beef that up a little bit. So this plane here is definitely the foreground. Yeah, so like this is happening in the foreground, this is happening in the midground, and this here is in the background. And yeah, the elements help. You know, like these hanging little fruity, wispy thingamajigs in the background. But what I want to do with these little magical thingies I'm adding, again, very technical terminology. What I'm trying to do with these magical thingies here is push that even further. So, you know, you've got this cool little firefly, butterfly thingies. You have them in the front and the back, and you know, are they fairies? Are they demons? Are they here to collect your seed? But the one thing to keep in mind when adding elements like this, although it's fun, and it is, and I think it adds a nice element, you do have to keep in mind that these new elements that I'm adding to the scene, as cool as they look, and I do think they are very cool looking, they do not exist in a vacuum. They don't exist by themselves. Now that they're in this place that I've built, they are going to leave their mark, if you will. And you know, I mean that quite literally, friend. These little buggers. These little buggers, they're definitely going to be in the environment, like interacting with the environment. And by that I mean specifically this elf lady and her surroundings are going to be illuminated by their magic. So I'm going to do my best to try and You know what, actually, let me shrink these down some. Shrink these down so they look like they're a little further in the back. What's this? Hey, John Amore resub. What's up, baby? Let's push these a little bit further back. Thank you, baby. John Amore, will you be joining me on voice chat tonight? Okay, so some of them are close to her, some of them are a little further off. So I am going to have to worry about the lighting here now, because like I said, because in the 12th wasn't at the 12th hour, in the final hour, I've decided to, you know, oh what the hell, let me add some ethereal magical beings to this impromptu painting I did, and as cool as that would be, I'm now going to have to add their lighting to the world to make them appear that much, you know, not realistic, but you know what I mean. Appropriate, environmentally appropriate. John Amore, welcome to the late night stream, you little animal, you. John the Animal Amore, here he is, back at it again. John, I got a question for you, man. I asked you this the other day, but I think you'd left. I think you'd left by then, by the time I asked. Or I was so fucking preoccupied. I didn't ask. I didn't ask you in time. Yeah. Again, if you answered this already, I'm sorry. Did it take you? How long did it take you to film that most recent YouTube video that you posted? Yes, and yes, if you're watching this video, to film or to edit? Both. How long did it take you to record? Just the raw footage, and what did that look like? God damn it. And what did that look like when you were editing? Dude, it would take me, for like a 10, 15 minute video, dude, 6 hours start to finish. But that's including everything. Thumbnail, title research, audio correction, all that shit. Probably a day total. That tracks, man. What that was like, I think I made 15 videos total. If that. Maybe less than that. Maybe 10? I don't remember. Like long form videos. And my God, man. No joke. Editing like that, yeah. Writing the script for the longest. I wanted to nail the message. Man, dude, I appreciate your ability to stick to that writing schedule. I tried it. I really did try to write. I really did try to write for the same purpose, right? I wanted to stay on point. I wanted to make sure I didn't deviate like I'd always tend to do, especially on here. So no real deviations, sticking straight to the point, making sure that my point is coherent, informative, yet entertaining, you know, to the best of my abilities. But goddamn, John, I couldn't do it. I truly couldn't. Even I even ran some of my editing past the missus, and I said, hey, listen to this. How's this sound? And she was like, you sound a little stiff. You sound a little robotic. You don't sound like your normal, easy breezy, beautiful cover girl self. And it was because I hadn't mastered. I hadn't and still have not mastered the. Lower this a little bit. I haven't mastered the reading in a way that sounds natural. When I'm reading, it sounds like I'm reading, like it especially my own words. It sounded very autonomous. There wasn't There wasn't enough inflection in my voice. There wasn't enough emoting in my voice. There were these like robotic pauses that felt wildly unnatural. It didn't feel conversational. It didn't feel casual. It felt like you're in kind of a boring lecture, which really is not my bag. Like I do not want to bore people and have people think that I'm reading through a book. That was actually all the things I hated about school. Too many professors that did that exact same thing in their lectures. And I always felt like, dude, if you're just gonna read out of the book like that, why are you even here? Why are you even a professor? Just hand us the book. Give us the damn audiobook. I wouldn't say, John, I would say with your second video, you are already heads and shoulders above where I was at when I first started doing my YouTube videos. You know, are you the best fucking YouTube orator of all time? No. But I believe if you keep this up, if you manage to keep this pace up, what are you landing? What are you, a video a week? Is that where you're aiming for? Every 2 weeks. It's tough, man. Not something I can half-ass. No, nor should you. If you phone it in, people will tell. Especially if you've already set a bar, and I believe you have. If you already set a certain bar for yourself and your audience. You know, specifically in regards to the kind of quality of video that they have come to expect from you. Dude, I noticed your views, man. You've got great views. You got when I was watching, you had over 200 views on that video, which might not, again, in a world where there are people on the platform that, you know, get 100 million views, which from a standpoint of mine at the very bottom, it's like walking up to a homeless person saying like, would you want $1 billion? It's just, it's ridiculous. But for a channel that's only got, I think you only have around 200 subscribers, to get 200 views, that's incredible. Bernard Chang, speaking of YouTube, I saw you partying on YouTube earlier. I was tuning into your broadcast for a bit, Bernard, before I got on. And yeah, I'm doing a late night stream. Whoa, dude. 1.2K as today, dude. Where did you check out your analytics to see where YouTube is showing your video? Because that could be, yeah, I'm gonna check that. Yeah, go into analytics, go into your behind the scenes, and it will tell you, because YouTube shows you where you get the largest group of viewership from. It could be in the search grouping, so people who are searching for stuff, then your video is recommended. It could be in the recommended feed as people are watching other videos. Your video is recommended. Your video is up next, right? And then there is I think that also falls into discoverability. I haven't checked analytics in a while. Also, they do factor in outside viewpoints too. So like if you post it on Reddit, if you post it on Twitter, if you post it on Instagram, if you post it on Discord, YouTube tracks all that stuff too. So it'll show you where they come from, even outside of YouTube. Be like, oh, these people came from Twitter. And as well as like non-YouTube videos, this is the percentage of your viewership that came from places that weren't YouTube. It's pretty neat, man. YouTube doesn't do a lot of things right, but one thing that they do well is breaking down all that behind the scenes stuff. And if you're a real dork for marketing and analytics, and if you're a real nerd for demographics, it's a whole lot of data, man. The first time I pulled up YouTube analytics, man, I thought my head was gonna explode. But after you stared at that chart for long enough, and you watch a few videos on how to analyze their analytics, And once you could like read it appropriately and sort that all out for yourself, it will be invaluable. I'm on analytics, but not sure where to find where the views came from. All right, let's see. Dude, I'll pull up my, how about I pull up my analytics and I'll pull up my analytics and we'll go together. Let me just sign in and make sure that it's kosher, that I'm not showing you anything that I'm not supposed to not show. And hello, Bernard Chang. How are you? Okay, here we go. So from the dashboard, from just YouTube Studio, pop down over to Analytics, and immediately the default is the last 30 days, and it'll show you all the stuff from the last 30 days. Dude, I've made $1.36. I've got 10,000 views. I made $1.36. That should be. I should have made about, let's see. Let's go to content. Videos. So these are the most watched videos. Shorts, posts. All right. All right, so this is a breakdown. This is a breakdown specifically of my views for the last months, but let me see. Overview, content. Well, John, actually in your content section, you should only have a handful of videos here. Hey, Maddie Cakes is here. Maddie Cakes.
What's up, brother?
What's up, baby? All right. So, John, check this out. So you can check out your content through the content tab or through just scrolling down on the overview. And then I posted about 10 something videos in the last month. But I'll just click this top one. Once you click this top one, here we go. Once you've clicked a specific video, this is where the breakdown is. So I believe, yeah. Oh yeah. This is, here's, so as you see, I went to reach and it'll give you all this, like how many views, how many your click-through rate. My click-through rate is trash. That should be higher. Unique viewership. It shows you like how I got how the views just got higher and then eventually plateaued. And then here, how viewers found, well, this is a short, but you should see one where it's like how viewers found this video. Let me see if I could find a non-short video. Here. See my cyberpunk video. $319 views. I've made 8 cents on it. But yeah, go to reach, and the same thing. How users found this video, channel pages, and then it'll give you a little breakdown. Traffic from your YouTube channel page. Hey, Liz is here. It says 46% of my viewers are from the browse feature. Excellent. And then you break down the browse. Traffic from the home page, home screen, the subscription feed, and other browsing features. So John, that's going to be, first off, your audience. So I'm going to assume that of your 200 subscribers, when you posted your video, they must have just flocked to that bad boy. They must have just said, yes, please. We're in the Johnny business now. So the YouTube algorithm works kind of not too dissimilar from the Instagram or TikTok algorithm. They do a lot of the same thing where what they'll do is they'll take a small sampling of your pre-existing subscriber base, the people that are following you on whatever social media platform, and of that small sample size, they won't show it to everybody because they're dickheads. But you'll understand why. They take a sampler. They show that group of people your content, and if that small group of people engage with it, and how they engage with it, do they watch it all the way through? Do they like it? Do they subscribe? Do they share it? Do they comment? All these things are analyzed by the algorithm as far as engagement. And there's a rating for that. How many of the subscribers clicked on that thumbnail? How many of them watch all the way through? And once they have all that data, the better you do appealing and appeasing that small group, the more likelihood YouTube will show it to more people. And then how they do, it'll gather that data, and it'll start spreading it more and more and more and more and more until eventually you hit a wall. Until eventually the YouTube is showing the video to people that are nowhere near your niche, don't want anything to do with that video, don't want to watch it at all. And then the algorithm will know, oh shit, this video has been shown to people who are not interested in this. And yeah, that's just a little taste of how messy and crazy the algorithm is. Oh, interesting. 36% of your views were external. Kind of like how monkeypox spreads? Exactly. Except without the orgy. External. Traffic's from websites and apps that embed your videos or link to your videos on YouTube. Interesting. Did it say when you scroll down to external site? When you scroll down to the external sites, does it say where they were showing your content or where people came from? Hello, Dreams Controlled. And yes, thank you, Liz. Thank you, Liz. My posture is good. I'm standing up today. There's no chair behind me. I'm standing upright, so my posture is pretty on point. But I could use some hydration. The humidity is fucking messy. Alexa, what's the humidity right now?
Right now, the humidity is 88%.
88 fucking percent. It's why I've got a glistening sheen over my entire exposed skin. Harem pants or boxers? I'm rocking my boxers right now, dude. I had my harem pants on, but I took them off. Even the baggy harem pants, which I love my harem pants. Too much, dude. Too hot. I need my legs out. Nerd, what's up, buddy? How are you?
I too am rocking the boxer briefs.
You got the AC on? You got the AC pumping?
Of course I do. It was 97 degrees at 8:30 at night tonight.
It was 100 degrees here today. It was nasty.
Oh,
Casey,
dude, it's just fucking weather's terrible.
I don't think it's that hot over here. Alexa, how hot is it?
Today, expect a high of 67 degrees.
It's not 67 degrees right now, though. That's today expect. Let's see. I'm pulling up the app on my phone. Oh, you know what? It's going to be a high of 67 today, but it's 66. Why the fuck is it so hot in here, then? I don't know. It's got to be the 80% humidity that's just putting it over the top.
Oh, hell yeah.
Standing and good posture. Let's see. Bernard Chang, how was your stream today? What kind of shenanigans did you guys get into? Tell everybody. Oh snap, those colors look badass, dude. I've been practicing my colors. But you know what? I'm not gonna fucking toot my horn that much. This is a color palette that is my default. The bisexual color palette is my jam. Always has been. It's basically this top. It's the cyberpunk coloring. It's I think I've got a bunch of them. Here it is again. Here's another grouping of it. That like magenta fuchsia, hot fuchsia to blue is. Here's another one, retro wave. It's it's my go-to. It's one of my favorite color palettes of all time. I love it. I don't know. Maybe maybe I watched too much Blade Runner growing up. I don't know. How's life, champ? That's okay. Can't complain. We talked about Asian baby girls. Asian baby girls. Asian baby girls. This feels like something I should know. That's a genre of lady, right? Is an Asian baby girl the kind of gal that would like hang around dudes with like really souped up Honda Civics in like the early 2000s? Is that what we're talking about?
The Fast and the Furious crew.
Tokyo Drift style. Is that what we're talking about?
What's up, John?
Just checked. Eternal does not specify. Interesting, John. I think so. Hello, Elizabeth. Welcome.
Hello.
You were up late this evening.
Yeah, I'm on rave time now for starting tomorrow.
Oh, so wow, you're such a responsible EDMer. You've
If
actually...
I didn't, I would not be able to enjoy anything because I am an old lady.
All right, I know you're joking. You're not an old lady, but but have you ever seen like older people at like a festival like that? How old are we talking?
Yes, there's a good range. Yeah, the old hippies go.
She saw somebody as old as 35 there. It was a nightmare.
Fucking boomer.
Actually, the man that planted the forest went until he literally couldn't anymore.
How old was that?
I don't know. He was probably in his 80s.
And he was still fucking to the bitter end, right in the porta potty.
He was still going. He had some pretty funny costumes. He was in the crowd. He had a good time.
36% of John's viewing audience is Asian baby girls. I remember in high school, there were these really fucking cool Korean kids, man. Like, smoking all the time, smoking in school. Leather jackets, like slightly baggy leather jackets, like crisp white t-shirt.
Korean greasers. It's a real pussy wet.
Dude, I went to school Flushing Bayside area, and Flushing is like, it's Asian population. It's basically K-Town in Queens, but it's comparable. Actually, I believe there are more Koreans living in Queens than there in the Flushing area than there are in actual like K-Town in Manhattan. So they were like the joke was there were cool Asians and there were school Asians. But dude, there was like a really dope, very attractive group of Koreans that would hang out at my school. That they were like almost like greasers, except, you know, with that like late 90s, early 2000s flair. Like they had this like bronze hair, like this like longer, bushier bronze hair, leather jackets. They drive like really like souped up, like again, Honda Civics. And their ladies look like they dress like they were like car models too. And they did not break ranks. Like it was a self-imposed segregation. None of the cool, sexy Koreans would intermingle with any other group. Yeah. One of them, I caught him in the back of class one day, like cigarette behind the ear, literally fucking with a butterfly knife. It was the first time I'd ever actually seen a butterfly knife in real life, not in the movies.
What is it? What is this, fucking Little Italy?
Dude, but like he could do the tricks. Like I actually, after seeing that, I went to Chinatown and allegedly bought a butterfly. I'm making a joke. This is a joke story. This never happened because listen, butterfly knives are illegal in New York City. I would never purchase them. I would never break the law. This is just a silly make-believe story. But fake me went to Chinatown and bought a butterfly knife and tried to learn tricks and nearly almost cut my fucking finger off trying to do that. But this dude was like, like he could have played a bad guy in a Donnie Yen movie. Like he was the like he knew the tricks, dude. So he could like spin it around and like flip, like dude, like in like an instant flip it around and like have it out. And it was red and it was awesome. Anyway, yeah, he didn't want fucking nothing to do with me. I was about 5'8".
You weren't part of the knifey fifey crew.
I'm about 220 pounds now. I was 220 pounds then, except it looked a lot different when you're 5'8" and 220, full of like zits and asthma. And that was me huffing and puffing at the back of the class, watching him do all that cool shit. Anyway, I'm sweating right now. That's all I got. I'm just sweating
I
my
feel
ass
that.
off.
Are you sweaty thinking about the cool Koreans?
I'm thinking about those cool Koreans. And you know, to my knowledge, I don't think any other group fuck with them. Maybe it was the butterfly knives. I mean, I wouldn't fuck
Could
with
be
them.
it, honestly.
Yeah, I've often wondered because like the high school experience that I had in New York City with a school of fucking thousands and thousands of kids was not they took our lockers away from us. We actually didn't have any school lockers because of God knows what happened, God knows when. Who knows what amount of like fights
They were
and brawls
hiding
and
that
people,
devil's lettuce in the lockers.
right. Who knows what kind of awful New York City shenanigans got the lockers taken away, but they were not used by the students for God knows what reason. But they were basically put out of commission before I even got there. But the high school experience that I watched in movies and television was not the one that I was expecting going into school.
I always wanted the Breakfast Club high school life, but I never got that.
Yeah, no, like that whole like the jocks, the nerds, the cheerleaders, like
Yeah,
was
like the type of schooling where the only thing you had to worry about was the social class in school. I never got that.
yeah, no, didn't get that at all.
Real dangers.
That's what exactly right. You're talking about real danger. I'm talking about real danger, dude. Like again, the first time I saw a whore walking the streets was 13, and I was coming home a little later than normal on like a winter's day. So like the sun was down, but it was only like 5 o'clock. And I remember waiting at the platform at Queensboro Plaza, which is right adjacent to the Queensbridge projects. And there were some real ladies walking the streets. I don't know how real they were, but they were definitely walking the streets. I remember thinking like, oh, that's a hooker. That's a real deal hooker. This is, I'm not watching a taxi driver.
We found one, Jimmy, a real hooker.
I mean, luckily I was like 40 feet up at the train platform looking from, on high. But it's not like, but like to put everything in perspective. When you're watching when you're watching part 1 of season 4 of Stranger Things and they touch on the whole cheerleader jock weirdo thing. It's different when you leave the school and you're actually, you walk outside your school, you see a homeless guy with a knife shooting up or he drops his crack pipe, and then you gaze down the street and you see a fucking hooker vomit into a sewer as the umpteenth police sirens and ambulance sirens run past you. It really changes
things. Did you get rides
things.
to school, or did you had to take public transportation?
No, dude, I had to take the public transportation, dude. I actually got into a couple fights on the fucking train.
I remember in the movies, it's always like, I don't want you to take me to school, Mom. And I was the kid that was like, I'd love a fucking ride.
Wouldn't mind a ride, Mom. Really wouldn't mind a ride.
Like, in fact, if you give me a ride, I could wake up later.
Yeah, it was a nightmare. But yeah, I think the whole social class thing, when you're in a city, when you're in an urban school like that, it all kind of falls to the side. Who the fuck has got time for that? Who's even driving? Because again, in these like teen movies, and you see like, oh, so and so pulls up in their car, and you're like, who the fuck? You don't learn to drive in New York City until you're 28 years old.
If my friends had a car, it was a 4-wheel car running on 3 wheels.
Shit, I gotta pee. I chug this espresso a little too fast. This will be a real quick pee.
What
the
fuck are you doing drinking espresso at 2 in the morning?
It's espresso. How
it's
dare
Michael
you?
Time.
It's Michael.
I said espresso, but once again, it is 2 in the morning.
Yeah, I forgot.
Don't go Batman on me.
I'm going.
Don't go Batman on me. You gotta answer the question. I don't answer
it's
nothing.
Party time. That's why.
Exactly.
I'm the Avenger of the Night.
He's on rave time too.
Oh, well, that's right. You're on rave time, Liz.
Yeah.
So does that mean you've already ingested copious amounts of hallucinogenics?
No, and I won't be. Sadly.
You're not a hallucinogenics person?
No, I'm not. I've never really been interested.
We've done shrooms, but beyond that, I've done coke once, and it's just been weed from that.
Yeah, I've never really had the right, setting and right people.
That, and I'm also somewhat of a control freak on things.
That's yeah.
If I start seeing fucking double vision and shit, and like,
I have
you don't want me, the ultraviolet ADD anxiety depressed riddle dude, fucking seeing what I think is ghosts attacking me.
You don't want me going around talking to trees for the rest of the night, because I
Dear
will.
tree, I don't care if you're older than me.
I know that they'll answer all of my questions.
Well, that's because you're the tree wizard. They just piss on me.
Did you see the picture that I sent you of what I'm working on right now?
Would you send it via Discord?
On Discord, yeah.
I got sucked into this game called Super Hot, and it's eating.
That is very fair.
Oh. What the fuck? Those look like Bible pages. What kind of papers are you using?
They are zigzag organic, King Slims.
Those legitimately look like cigarettes that you smoke when you're in like the Fahrenheit 451, where you're not allowed to like think and feel.
You guys asking Liz about her lingerie for the EDM festival?
Well, we were trying to choose an outfit.
Yes. And it's made out of zigzag organic king size hemp.
Yeah, just hope it doesn't rain.
Oh God.
John's wearing the same stuff right now.
My husband actually got the new clothes for Forrest for the first time in years.
I think I'm gonna go sleep. Oh yeah, try not to die. I mean, I'll do my best. I was actually watching an episode of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and the actor John Ritter was on there, and I remember that dude was just on set one day, and he just had a Widowmaker, and one moment he's alive, and the next moment he is gone from this plane.
I really like John Ritter too.
Sure, who didn't, man?
I have to unfortunately go to a wake this weekend for somebody who is older, but they had a stroke and passed away, unfortunately.
How old were they?
60s, but it was sort of a sudden thing. We go camping every year, and they're part of the group that goes camping, and it sucks. So yeah, we got a wake to go to.
Damn. There was a comic book artist recently that passed, who was it's very similar scenario. I don't think they had a stroke. I think it was kidney failure. But we actually, Eric Bonham and I had a conversation. The rumor was that this dude had fallen off the wagon, and it didn't pan out for him. I mean, by the way, it usually doesn't when you fall off the wagon and you're in like your 50s and 60s. It's not like your body does not handle it when you're doing 8 balls the same way it does in your 20s.
I was gonna say, you're not talking falling off the wagon of booze.
I mean, even booze, dude. Like, even doctors, like when she hit middle age, doctors like, you know, one glass of wine a night is probably your limit.
Yeah, just for your heart and the antioxidants.
Yeah, just because like your kidney and liver, like, you know, as far as your biology is concerned, you know, you've passed your procreation years. Your body's on the way out. So don't go nuts. But it was a bummer, man. It was a bummer. Yeah, I actually had a couple of friends. It was the comic book creator Tim Sale. Had a few friends that knew this guy too. Apparently he's a sweetheart of a guy, but he had his demons. You know, I often wonder, man. I've been good. I've been sober. Fuck, I've been sober 14 years. God damn it. Let me see. Yeah, I'll be sober 14 years this summer. And I got sober in my 20s because I've been boozing. I went hard, and like I said, I ended up in the hospital more than once due to events that transpired in my 20s, in my early 20s, and it was pretty rough. It was pretty rough, man, and I often wonder, man, like I've been good these years, but I wonder if I'll get that bug that I've heard that absolutely does happen to people, even people who've recovered or have been in recovery for decades. There was a guy who, like the first week or two I started going to AA, dude shows up, he's telling us what happened. And you know, he says, I've been clean and sober, I think a week or two at that point. I was like, oh hey, this guy's, him and I are about the same. We're like, our journeys are about the same. But he was definitely middle aged or maybe a little older. He was, but then after that, he got a little choked up, and he was telling us that how before that he had been sober over 25 years. And I can't remember what it was he said that brought him back, that pushed him over, that made him fall off the wagon. I wish I had, but you know what it was? It was just the just hearing him confess that oh, he was good for 25 years, and then something happened and he fell off the wagon, and now he was on the sauce again for I don't know how long. That was jarring enough. It took me out of the moment. Like, and now, like I to this day, I don't know what he said. I don't know what he said that like caused it. I was just so shocked at the revelation that like you'd never have a hold on it. You might convince, and the trap you might fall into is you might lose your support group. Horrible things might happen to you. You might suffer some really intense physical or emotional trauma. And without that support group, it's just like somebody kicks the legs out from under you. And despite having many, many, many years sobriety under your belt, you could still fall victim to that voice in your head that says, just one. Well, come on. It's been 25 years. Surely you can handle just one. But apparently not. But I do wonder, man. That is a fear of mine. That one day that voice will win out, you know? Come on, just a sip. Just one. What's the big deal? You've been sober for so long, you can clearly handle it now, right? Of course you can. Just have a quick drink. Oh, for old time's sake. What the hell?
Well, I think one of the big differences is a lot of those people who end up faltering to that degree, especially, don't have a support system like you do, friends, family, i.e. that sort of shit.
They don't, generally.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was about to say, the fact that you're able to talk about it right now is already something that they probably don't have.
True, and I do have that now. You never know, man.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, look at you. I mean, we talked about this the other day. Even when it comes to that mental anguish, right? When it comes to that mental anguish, you never really know what a person's going through. Even if you know you would have helped them through that, I think when you're the person suffering with addiction, anxiety, depression, any of that stuff, it's so hard to see that support group sometimes. You know, they could be right in front of you and you might still feel completely alone.
Oh yeah, I've had that. My poor wife has had to deal with more than any one person should.
Sure.
There's a lot of times when it, you know, it could be anything. It could be you have a bad day on stream and it fucks your mood up, and next thing you know, I'm over here going, I'm done streaming. I'm gonna go back to work. I'm gonna stop trying. Mini breakdowns are an essential part of life, is what I've been told, along with Wheaties.
Wheaties? W-E-E-D-Y?
Yeah. E-A-T-I. Yeah. Not the same way you spelled it. I don't know how to spell it, but what you said is not right.
What you said is incorrect. Mike streaming during DGen hours. Yeah, dude, welcome to the DGen stream.
Hell yeah.
He really is. These are drug dealer hours, Michael.
Listen.
Say as I roll my drugs.
Nothing good in New York City ever happens past 3 a.m. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, you're right.
Welcome to the DGen stream. It's me.
It could be worse.
And
in Chicago after 3 a.m., young black prominent actors get attacked after getting subway.
Yeah, when it's 10 degrees below zero.
Yeah, by that crazy MAGA patrol that goes around the inner cities of Chicago.
It's middle of Chicago. You must, dude, in the rougher parts of Chicago, running around the streets with the MAGA hats and noose, you're just it's just a death wish, man. Like you were just.
Yeah, we basically Chicago's the right-wing Wild West right now.
Oh my fucking god.
You know, inner city Chicago is nothing but red voters.
Yeah, yeah. God, man, I don't know what was that lunatic thinking.
I think he was on a lot of drugs, and he wanted to increase his fame.
He was on
It was,
poppers.
you know, in all honesty, it was probably something along the lines of like, I don't know, Jesse, your character's not pulling as well as it was at one point. He's like,
mean-
it's okay, guys. I'm gonna go get some Subway, and we'll figure this out.
Yeah, I got an idea. Time to hatch the scheme. Time to snort some schneef, since this is DGen hours.
Oh, I've done schneef. I've done back of the barn behind the cow schneef.
Now they're talking about snorting the old yayo, right? That's what they're talking.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
God.
crazy though. That's like that.
the
That-
Canadian hillbillies are talking about fucking doing blow.
Yeah, dude. What the fuck? Like that is of all the things that happened on that show, them like inadvertently slipping into a conversation about where they've done coke in Canada. It's the most random. It's like, but like again, the guys who were talking about this, if you haven't seen the show, they're like farmhands that are talking about this.
Yeah, it legitimately that's kind of one of the beauties of the show is they paint these people as like simple Canadian hicks, but the dialogue is just so fucking sharp.
Liz, you ever hook up with a simple Canadian hick?
One who is in really good shape, maybe a strong jaw. That's all.
You know, I don't think I've ever hooked up with a Canadian,
Oh.
actually.
You're so close though. I mean, like they're like
I
right there.
know. Shocking, isn't it?
It is shocking. To be fair,
Liz has never hooked up Canadians. She's only strung them up. Liz,
to
the
be
Canadian hunter.
fair.
I've been asked many times if I am Canadian, which I am not. Very
give up-
Take
close,
it as a
though.
compliment or as an insult? You can
No,
all
I take it as a
engage. Who the
compliment, for
fuck
sure.
Do you think you are?
I'd rather be questioned about asking if I have a Canadian accent than a Michigan accent.
Fair enough. My family's from Michigan, and yeah,
It
we
can
don't
be
go
pretty
there anymore.
strong.
You ever hear of Saginaw? That shithole?
Yeah, actually, I have.
Where's
That's where my
that?
grandmother used to live.
Where's that in the mitten?
I actually don't know. I know
Oh.
it's not too far.
It's you know, I Google Maps it because I haven't been there in years, and one of my goals is to take my wife there because we spent so much time as kids in that area.
Oh.
I'm
then
pretty sure there's a
everything fell
strip club
apart.
there in our circuit.
Hey now.
I would never go to a strip club in that area. of
Saginaw. Yeah, I
Michigan.
don't blame you.
Was it a
I'd
rough
rather go
area?
to I'd rather go to the
Really don't
darkest
blame
strip club in Detroit, and I mean literally no lighting in inner city Detroit. At least you'll have some fun. If you go to a strip club in fucking Saginaw, Michigan, you're dealing with not the greatest looking strippers, and then you're just gonna be bored afterwards because there's nothing else to do.
Dude, I went to a strip club in Tampa that was pretty fucking awesome.
I'm not a huge fan of strip clubs, only because I am. How do I put it? I'm much more of like.
Happily married man.
Well, yeah, I mean, and that's the thing
since
is,
when
I
did that
have
stop
like,
anybody?
That is
I'm
also fair.
Michael, I am a fiercely loyal individual. You should know this.
Sure, but you know, listen, there are plenty of guys who are loyal to their wife that don't mind getting a
No, I
dance.
mean, my husband and I went together.
Yeah.
I just find them like I've been to a couple nice ones, but then I've also been to this one in Chicago called the Admiral, which is like I think their whole advertisement is like we've got this many strippers and one ugly one, and they really do have the ugly one.
Dude.
Like literally, the one strip club we went to was so ghetto. We went to the Chinese buffet across the street after.
The last rough
Hard to tell.
strip club I was in this really it used to be a rundown part of Bushwick. I don't even know if it's still there, dude. What's up, Norsehorn? If you got a problem with Canadian gooses, then you got a problem with me.
Canadian geese are so
Hey,
fucking mean.
You
I'm
got a
not
problem
even-
with the majestic Canadian goose, and you got a
the
problem with me.
majestic Canadian goose.
That's
I really
right.
like that adjective you just used there.
I wish I could take credit for it.
Ditto.
It's all dialogue I've stolen.
Oh, it's oh, so the strip club is called Pumps, and it's in a rougher part of Brooklyn at the time, and it is
Right.
like if you were going to get stabbed in a strip club, this would be the place I would send you. And I
Oh, if
say
like you
that
were looking to get gutted by a
And I
stripper
say
who
that-
didn't pay enough.
because the gals in that club look like they might stab you because they had stab marks on themselves. Like there
I told
was
you about the girl
there
that
were
choked the
scar.
guy out off on stage once.
I believe it, dude. Dude, that strip club opened my eyes, man, because these girls had like C-section scars. They had like what looked like gunshot and like knife wounds, like scars.
That's where he first developed that. Hey, that's my name. That's where he got that accent from. My name's Cinderella, sweetie. How you doing?
Make that accent a little bit more urban. And
oh boy,
yeah, it was.
I can't do urban, Michael. It's called racism when I do it.
But yeah, no, actually, my friend Allie, she punched a dude outside that place right in the face for talking to her dude wrong. She was this woman who I thought
that is a fierce woman.
Pigs no fucking prisoners,
dude. I thought Allie was a lesbian the whole time we were friends because I only ever seen her hook up with ladies. She actually hooked up with like one of my friend's wives once. Like she was that much of a poon hound. She was like, "Can I tell you a secret?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure." She was like one of my favorite people. She's like one of my only best female friends. But that's because like she was, how do I say this politely? She was not easy on the eyes. She was a little heavier. She was a wider build, and
she had the stud look.
Listen, dude, if you were a greaser, she'd fit in your group pretty easily. And yet, sure enough, we met this dude, this half Asian model friend of ours, shows up, and next thing you know, she's banging him, and I'm like, is it because he looks so much like a lady? She never really. But anyway, so like he was a very soft-spoken dude, and we leave this Pumps one night, and we're walking down the street, and one dickhead, because we're in Brooklyn, like walks past our friend. Our beautiful half Asian model friend walked past him in the street, and he's from Nantucket. He's a small town boy, and some Brooklyn dickhead walks past him and says, "Nice hit, yeah, so," or something like that. And he, of course, our friend Nick, soft spoken, he just ignores it. But my friend Allie is in earshot of that insult, and she says, "What the fuck did you say to him?" And before the man could answer, she pulls back and punches him in the face. Not a slap, not a hair pull. She cold cocks him. She sucker punched like a full right cross.
Did he swing back?
I think before he could, we were like right outside the strip club. The bouncers were like all over it. But she fucking like I don't think he took a little while to recover. I think had the bouncers not intervened, I think she would have beat the shit out of him, dude. Like she caught him off guard. He was definitely woozy, and like I said, she was a big, wider back lady, dude. Like she knew how to punch, man.
Right back, to be honest with you.
Dude, she'd like I really do think she would have got him. And again, her boyfriend probably would have helped. And then listen, I'm not above kicking the shit out of somebody while they're down. I probably would have helped too for the fun of it. I was probably half drunk anyway. It would have been a good time. But no, the bouncers broke it up. But it was really funny, man. She was the only woman I know to this day, besides this Dominican girl that once punched me in the face at a bar. That's another story.
So how do you feel about that? Are you the old school chivalrous where like if a female comes up and cold cocks you, you don't hit back? Because I'll tell you right now, I'm all about equality. And if you punch me in the face, I'm gonna fucking deck you.
I've never hit a woman back.
Child, I don't give a fuck.
The Dominican woman that punched me in the face at the bar, it was on me, dude. I was drunk. I called her unkind names. We weren't dating, but we were, you know.
Oh, so this was a romantic involvement,
yeah,
or at least sexual.
Yeah. And I was.
Different. Okay, different scenario.
Yeah.
I thought it was just some like random chick you hit on.
No. I never hit on a woman that so aggressively where that was no. I've never
big dick confidence, man.
I've never been the dude who. What's the word I'm looking for? If I get shot down, I move on.
You get back up again, and you're never gonna
dust yourself off.
I was about to thank you.
Thank you, Liz. Thank you.
Wait, what?
Chumbawamba is my life. I was just saying that you don't. If you get shot down, you get back up again.
Yeah.
Nobody's ever gonna keep you down.
There it is. I mean, yes, it is a Chumbawamba song, and it's accurate. I'm not gonna hound somebody who's clearly not interested. Like, who wants that?
Well, see, there's a benefit to being like ugly, and that's like there's really like, especially when you're doing and I am fortunate to have enough wit to be funny, so coupled with like knowing that I'm ugly and not giving a shit and then being funny, I was able to have some success. See, when you look like me, though, you can't come off aggressive because then it's just like, my friends know where I am. That's the next thing they say.
Yeah,
You
no,
can't
dude.
come off aggressive when you look like me. You gotta be nice.
No, I was lucky enough that I was handsome enough in my 20s where I didn't. The less I said, the better.
Not me.
If I
But
could
in my
just,
20s, I wasn't dating. I've been with Jen since I was 19, so fuck it.
I was a band nerd in my 20s.
I was a band nerd in high school. You were a band nerd in college? What, marching band? Or...
Yeah. And drum corps.
I played jazz drums in high school. But so that was like, there was the band, and then but I don't know. I feel like our school kind of embraced the band. John feels sorry for us. He's cute and funny. Way to have that big dick confidence, John. You go, girl. Shout out to John and his big dick confidence.
John's cute.
Although, not gonna lie, the marching band in college was a big fucking orgy.
I was gonna say, like, I feel like once you get to college level, like, the band people aren't really geeks anymore. They're at the parties drinking and smoking and shit too, you know what I mean?
Yeah, except for the drumline. They just, for some reason, think they're too cool for school and don't go and do anything except for, like, a few of us. So that's why I left the drumline my last year.
The problem I had in high school was jazz band thought they were like the elitist musicians. So they would walk around with this, like, yes, we're better than you. And I just couldn't, like, I stayed in it, but I never hung out with any of them, except for, like, one. There's a weird thing when you get into music. There's a weird elitism that, like, the better people get, and I fucking hate it.
Yeah, it gets really annoying. That's why I was like, in college drumline, and I was like, okay, you guys are cool, but you're not that cool. Settle down. And drum corps, I was like, okay, you guys are great.
There is that sort of thing. Like, I know you guys really think you're cool, but like, you're not. I hope you know that. Like, none of us are cool.
None of us are cool, exactly.
Like, we're all in the same boat, and you're a loser too. You're just a loser who gets to wear the black shirt. That's what we got to wear. The jazz band people got to wear fucking all black in the performances, and everybody else had to do, like, you know, the white collared shirt and black pants. So there was that. We got to wear a different color. What do you fucking do?
I hated it because in the drumline, if you were a girl in the drumline, drunk dudes at the college games never took you seriously, and they would always try and, like, hit your drum constantly.
Jesus Christ.
That's pretty fucked up.
I played bass drum, and so they were constantly trying to, like, hit my drum. And we went to Michigan State for a game one time, and they, on purpose, I swear to God, put our marching band, they sent us to go through the tailgating area in order to get to the stadium. And we had beer cans thrown at us. We had, like, people trying to steal our drumsticks. And, like, I have a bass drum on me. I'm not, like, super nimble right at that moment, you know? Like, it's like I'm 10 times pregnant right now. Can you, like, fuck off?
Yeah, basically, when you have the bass drum on you, if you're a smaller person, it might as well be a scoliosis brace.
Yeah, I can't see a damn thing sometimes over my drum. Like, yeah. Drunk college people and being on the drum line just does not mix. So I switched to saxophone. I was like, I would rather have fun in college.
Good for you.
As much as I love drums, I did love drums.
I treated college like business. It was get in, get out. I was already with Jen, so part of the whole, like, you know, dating thing didn't really exist either. So it's just kind of like,
you had that MRS degree. You didn't need to.
Well, you know, it was like I had to literally, you know, go to school, then work, then come home, try to, you know, Jen would pick me up after it. Like, I'd be going from like 9 in the morning till I worked at Blockbuster, so I'd be getting out at like 1 in the morning.
Blockbuster.
Oh, dude, that was probably my favorite job to this day. Just all the fucking shenanigans.
Amazing. It really
piece.
Was this like one or the other
job
one?
You have that just like you just enjoy it.
Hey John, should I color this piece, or should I leave it that manga style, just black and white?
I said color it.
I also say color it, but I know my opinion was not.
I'm not an artist.
I do not care for your uneducated opinions.
Fuck you, Michael De Nicola. See, even John agrees.
Yeah, now he's gonna color with this fucking jerk.
Guys, look how many times I use bisexual lighting. Boom, bisexual lighting.
I love bisexual lighting, but
Boom,
that might also be because
lighting.
I'm bisexual.
I thought you were
I love that one. Oh my goodness.
I'm getting tired of all
Bisexual
these
lighting.
bisexual lighting users. I'm gonna try to turn it into some form of hate. I like that one a lot.
Bisexual lighting, and of course this
Magical.
one.
I like that. I like that.
Of
Magical.
course
I
this
do
one
agree.
interested. All right. I could take a. Yeah, I'll take a spin at coloring this. Let's see what I can whip up here, John.
Michael,
Moore.
did you see my green pepper?
I did see that. I saw that on your
I'm so
Instagram
proud.
stories.
We have one growing
really
as
going.
well. We've got some baby tomatoes.
Hell
Baby.
yeah.
Baby
I'm
tomato.
currently watering everything because it's been so dry and we're gonna be gone. So I'm just like,
So
get
how long
your
are you
last
gonna,
drink
Yeah.
in.
How
be
long you-
sucked into the abyss of the rave?
Yeah. Wonder-
The rave goes until I think like 5 or 6 in the morning on Sunday night, so into Monday. We'll be coming back Monday afternoon. But it's
Yeah.
only like an hour and 45 minutes away.
Has
You
your
know, you're
husband gone with you
You're
every
really
year?
not cool. Oh,
He hasn't gone at all.
oh, is
I've
this
only
his
been
first
once.
time?
Yeah. I went with my
Nice.
brother in 2019 because my brother works for a business that is one of their
Sponsored.
sponsors. He works for Bell's,
Nice.
and so he ended up winning tickets because he was an employee and like you're just automatically entered. And so he won tickets and took me. Blessed. I was so excited, and I
blessed.
loved it so much. And my husband was like, "I'm really jealous," and so we got the tickets in 2019.
Oh.
I still say you're not cool unless you attend the gathering of the Juggalos.
Jesus Christ.
Woot woot, baby.
Hey,
woot
man,
woot, pass
you
me
know-
the Fago.
But you're all family, though. So if you're at a gathering of the Juggalos and you get roofied, it's like your brother's roofing you. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, it's like Violent J's roofing you himself. It's fine.
Exactly. I want to go see Twisted, yo. Get your wicked on.
Almost spit my drink, dude.
I have 17 joints
Hey.
rolled so far.
Fago is nothing but fucking sugar. Like, that's
Ugh.
literally, ICP does nothing but promote violence and bad health decisions. Hey, you want to be a fat piece of shit? Come to our gathering. We got plenty of Fago and sexual assault for you.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Do you want to sleep in a sticky hot tent with the idea that somebody may bust in at any time on hallucinogenics, ready to touch you, man or woman? Come to the gathering. Rather than water for everybody, we've got a Fago fountain. I hope you like fucking rock and rye.
Oh my god, dude! I don't understand half the words that are coming out of your mouth. But let's go.
What?
It's time for
You're
us.
not down
Dude.
with the clown?
Foreign language.
Dude, it's time for us to go to the gathering.
Yeah, we all gotta go and
I don't
you
know.
know, try not to get
Doesn't
stabbed
sound
to
like a
death.
very magical gathering.
Have
I
you-
just feel like Michael would be having a conversation with somebody and he would just be like, "You're a fucking freak," and then stab, stab, stab.
Who's stabbing who?
You're getting stabbed in this case, unfortunately.
How dare you?
no.
To
You're,
think
you're
I would,
over here like,
to think
"Do
I
you
would
even
go to a
have
gathering
job?"
without plenty of weapons on me. Dude, I would show up dressed
Mike-
like the Punisher.
No, you would show up to camouflage. You would be completely ICP painted, like with the idea that you're gonna blend. If they don't know I hate them, they won't stab me. What's up, blood? Mike's just walking around. What's up, player? Do you know where you are, sir? I'm at the gathering.
They call me
You know, I
Mr.
couldn't
Fago.
take that much. Oh, God. Please tell me you got some of that blue blast.
John, do
You
they
guys
sell
want to do some
Fago
backyard wrestling?
in the Philippines? Wait,
Good luck with
dude,
that.
do Filipino juggalos exist, or are they just in my nightmares?
Oh boy, yeah, that's basically something you dream up at a haunted house. So what if we took juggalos and made them Filipino? Do you think that would scare Whitey? Jumping out of the ceilings and shit.
You know, small but nimble.
It's-
Liz, have you ever
wanna
made love to a
parts
Filipino
of
man?
Filipino juggalo.
I don't believe I have.
Yet.
Yet.
You
There's
don't know
still
what
time,
you
Liz.
don't know what's gonna happen at the forest.
Oh boy.
It's like that episode of The Office where Creed is like, you know, a man might have slipped in, a woman might have slipped in. You never know. It was crazy times. I actually got a Dunder Mifflin shirt today. I saw it when we were shopping, and I could not resist.
Ooh,
We are on towards the end of season 8, on our like 6th full watch for it.
I adore that show.
It is our favorite.
My best friend got the if you get Peacock without like the ads and stuff, you can actually watch like the extended, so you can see all of like the
Yeah.
extra scenes and
Which
everything.
I really hope they do more seasons, because I think when it first
Hysterical.
started there was only like 2, and then now they're up
Yeah,
to 4 seasons of the
they're
extra.
still
And like,
adding on to it like
dude, the
slowly.
first season is double the size.
It's insane. It's so
Like every
fun.
episode is like 45 minutes. Mike is he drank that espresso, now he's hearing
Yeah, what you
voices
doing
and
there?
shit behind him over here.
I'm
looking-
trying to look to
he's
see if I can
haunted.
find my Dwight Schrute bobblehead. I've had it for like 15 years or whatever. Like I got it when like everybody was watching The
incredible.
Office because I thought it was dope, and I had it on my desk for a long time. And I honestly don't know where the fuck I put it. I've got like a whole back there. You can kind of see part of it. This is a whole shelf of like knickknacks and crap, like just like nerd paraphernalia stuff from like. It should be stuff from The Office, but I think I got a Parks and Rec Funko Pop. I got like Adventure Time stuff, Doctor Who stuff on there, Rick and Morty things, yada yada
I
yada.
got a hipster barista version of Deadpool Funko for Christmas.
Oh, nice.
I finally have that Full Metal Alchemist thing added to my shelf to scratch that itch.
Which
Are you
which
still
thing?
painting dragons, Liz? I haven't seen you do
The
that in a
print
while.
in a nice little frame.
Oh, ooh.
So thank you again. I so the sticker with your face on it, I was making jokes that I wish that I could get like custom pasties.
Oh my god. Yeah, wear those to the forest, scare people off.
Yes, exactly. I was like, man, I should have just had him send me 2 of these and just stick them to some pasties.
Perfect. My
Oh
face
my God.
would perfect there. Oh, for
There
those of
you
you
go.
who don't
And
know,
if anybody asks who it is, I can just like be like, go check out Michael De Nicola
Did I
on
ever-
YouTube.
yeah, here it is. This is the face for anybody who's curious. That's the sticker she's talking about.
It's a blessing. It's in the middle of my drawing notebook on the
Yay.
front. It's gorgeous. I love it. Next to a couple of Belle stickers.
Aw, how is she? Has anybody talked to her lately?
I believe she's doing good. I keep up to date with her on her Instagram, on her private, or not her private one, but like, her
Ooh.
personal one.
Private. Yeah,
Have you
what-
guys ever looked up OnlyFans on Reddit?
I've actually
No.
never looked up OnlyFans ever.
So it's really
surprisingly.
funny because on Reddit they have an OnlyFans and it's literally just people posting like desk fans and shit. So it's like fans.
That's hysterical. That's amazing because I was looking for a hand fan all day today and I literally could not find one anywhere. So maybe I should go there.
And this, yeah, you got to go to OnlyFans, Reddit/OnlyFans. They got all the fans you could see,
Good.
oscillating, bladeless, ceiling.
My sister gave me a fan for our tent, and it's like requires 6D batteries.
Jesus.
Right.
I've
I was
actually
like,
been looking at.
when was this made?
Have you guys seen those like battery packs that you charge in the house and take with you camping?
Oh, I have. We just got like a really nice one. You can actually jump your car with it. And like,
Yeah,
it's
I
got,
was
like,
looking at buying. I
Yeah.
want to get one because some of them also have, because you could buy like portable solar panels. Some of them have input for that as well, where you could actually charge it off of the solar panel.
That'd be cool.
And I was thinking about getting it for camping.
Yeah,
but
this
they're
thing
like
has all
300
sorts
bucks.
of ways to plug into it, and you can use it to jump your car if you need to. But we're gonna use it for our phones mostly.
Yeah, that would make. I mean, now are you guys you're gonna have your car with you, I presume, or?
Yeah, so it's basically set up. The field is just full of the cars are in a line, and then right behind your car is where you get to put up your tent.
Oh, I was gonna say. So worst
Oh.
case scenario, then you could just
Yeah.
go sleep in the car if shit gets weird.
Yeah,
Or
yes.
if it gets too hot with the air conditioning.
Yeah, I mean, you usually don't want to turn on your car because everybody's like right next to each other.
Eat the fumes, baby. It's 100
Yeah,
degrees
so
out. I need
it
air
would be a lot of
conditioning.
that. Yeah, it is. We luckily got a canopy to go over top of our tent as well, so hopefully that'll
Ooh.
kind of help with the shade.
Yeah.
We're borrowing it. We
worst-
didn't get it. We're borrowing it. But
I mean, worst case, if you really want to burn fuel, what type of car do you have?
it's a new car.
Oh, that's right. He got the
Yeah.
Lincoln, right?
Yeah, it's
Oh, you guys are
way
taking the Lincoln to the raid.
fancier than I was expecting.
Is it a good or a bad thing?
I don't know how I feel about it yet.
Mhm.
It doesn't feel like me. It doesn't feel like us. You know what I mean? Like we're
Well,
definitely
Lincoln
not.
is a mature. It's for mature people.
It's a very mature vehicle, that's for sure. all the bells and whistles were like, I felt like
really want a fucking Tesla.
an old lady getting so confused.
Like Teslas don't
There's
make
no
sense
key
in
to
the
this
Midwest,
thing.
but- Oh, it's the push start.
This thing.
And then if you get out of the car, it makes the beeping sound if the engine's on.
Yeah, and there's no like shift thing. Like it's all buttons. It's all buttons.
Oh, really? There's no shift knob.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
So
you're
I'm
only
like
going
I'm
between-
scared that I'm gonna like go to like turn on like press a change the channel on the radio. And
Oops, that was the rocket
go into
launcher.
reverse.
Well, that's cool though. I mean, it's a what is it, like a SUV or midsize, or is it
Yeah.
like a okay? So I mean, worst case scenario, you take your canopy, you put it right to the edge of the vehicle, you open up
Exactly,
the
yeah.
trunk, and then you sit in the air conditioning during the day of the
Yeah.
vehicle. I'm
But,
just thinking about the heat because my ass.
oh, yeah,
you will
no.
not catch me in a fucking field this weekend.
My brother and I, when we went, it was horrible. It's not supposed to be as bad up there this upcoming weekend. I mean, it's still supposed to be hot, but it's not supposed to be as bad as it is now. But when my brother and I went, we were spending a lot of our time just in the forest because, you know, the shade and everything as much as you can get.
Yeah,
But during the day of
that's
sleeping
the
is-
best
oh,
place to
God.
dispose bodies too. So, my son is playing 21 Questions with Alexa. Alexa, Skynet.
Man, that's gotta be
I'll
wild
able to read your
when you're
mind.
young, walking around with Alexa.
Right?
I know. Like, can you imagine if you
I had
had
Club
a
Penguin.
fucking? Can you imagine if you had a full cell phone when you were 12? How dirty that fucking Chrome browser would have been.
Oh yeah.
I had a Nook, so yes, I know.
See, I didn't. Because of my old man status. When I was up and coming, we didn't have cell phones.
I mean,
I was still jerking off to silent pictures. That's a little.
I was
older
having
now.
phone sex with a lady in Oklahoma.
You ever have phone sex via a phone telephone operator? That's awkward. Please
Yeah.
connect me now. Old time phone sex. Oh yes, the. I was just
he's supposed to be
thinking
sleeping. Oh, so he's supposed to be asleep and he's sneaking in at games with Alexa?
I mean, that's fun.
No, you gotta go in there
I
and
wish-
beat him.
I know that's what my parents would have done. I'll beat you to sleep, sir. Not tired? You can cry through your tears.
I remember slipping my Game Boy under my pillow playing Pokemon late into the night. My mom would come in, I'd pretend to sleep. I had the Game Boy just right under the pillow, hiding the light.
Damn, he had the black box with all the pay-per-views and shit. He was over there looking at the Spice Channel when I was flipping back and forth, hoping to see a tit.
Oh, the good old days.
Yeah, and that was literally when they were still clickers too. They actually made that noise.
Let's see it. Yeah, the black box. Good for you. It's weird. A friend of mine, she has 2 kids. Well, now a toddler and a little boy. But when the little boy was a toddler, or like just just like maybe like 4 or something, running around, he would actively like fiddle with the Alexa. Like he'd be upstairs in his room and use the Alexa to communicate downstairs, like to like say hi and stuff. It was pretty cute, but like
That's
cool.
adorable.
but like they like
That's
really like he knew to like turn the lights on, and like he loved it. He loved using it to play music in his room.
I will say that is one of the cool things about the Alexas. You could, if you have several in the house, you could essentially use them as intercom system.
Yes. Yeah, intercom system, a speaker. You can actually even use it now to communicate. Let's
With
say
the dead.
almost.
That's where my brain was also going.
Yeah, let's but let's say like you let's say you want to talk to your folks and they have got an Alexa and you've got an Alexa, you can literally just FaceTime them on your Alexa. Well, if you have the nice one.
I haven't even set it up, but I have one of these. I don't even know what this thing is called, to be honest with you. It's the, oh god, it's the Alexa Show. It's got the little screen on it. I got it when I got it for free when I bought my Ring doorbell.
Oh, nice.
I've never plugged this thing in. I probably should stop looking at my phone when the Ring doorbell goes off.
Oh
I
yeah,
wonder
dude.
what else you could do with this fucking
It
thing.
could also, dude, if you have the Ring works also on your TV if you have a Alexa Fire Stick or a Alexa Cube or any of that stuff. Not Alexa, the Amazon Fire Stick, the Amazon Cube.
I have a Roku TV that I've been thinking about buying a streaming stick because the innards and I mean it's quick. I would just like it to be quicker because I have an Apple TV and that thing's lightning fucking quick.
Yeah, I got the Amazon Fire Stick because it was on sale and it was 4K, and I thought, what the hell, why not? And it's awesome, but also it hooks up to the entire house, so like I could turn the TV on from in here. I could actually just pull up shows and stuff like without even bothering to pick up a remote. You just say, Alexa, turn on Orville on Hulu, and it will just right there.
How far have you gotten?
Oh, I finally, dude, it was the next episode that I watched was literally the cigarette episode.
Oh, dude, isn't it the best? It's my favorite episode.
It's hysterical, man. Fucking Bortus, dude. Bortus and his partner, his life partner, and those fucking cigarettes.
Oh yeah, just the whole he starts hiding them.
Yeah,
and they're just like hopefully addicted.
Dude, yeah, Mocklin DNA. Who knew?
What did my wife tag you guys in on Twitter?
Something. It was a nice gesture. I gotta take the trash cans to the street and I'm being so lazy. Dude, fuck you. Dude, when I gotta take my trash out and the recycling.
Oh shit, wait, is today Tuesday?
Yes, it is.
Oh, thank you. I actually
Tuesday
need to do that too. Fuck. Thank you.
Yeah, dude.
I'm gonna go do that real quick.
I gotta drag that heavy shit down fucking 3 flights of stairs, man.
Yeah, I feel for you. That fucking sucks.
Yeah, and then out to the curb.
When I used to live in my old apartment, that was very similar, actually. That and groceries was an absolute nightmare.
It depends. I don't mind doing groceries by myself, but when I do it with Jen, we end up spending so much more money. Like when I go, because I think it's maybe I go in and I'm all business. Like we have a list. That's what I'm there
Stick
to
to
get.
the list. Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's like I have a mission, and my mission is to get all of my groceries and out of that store as fast as fucking possible. When we go together, it's like, oh, this looks good, and it goes in the cart, and boom, boom, boom.
I'm gonna be honest, man. I have not gone grocery shopping. Me or the lady, haven't gone grocery shopping.
You guys just do the delivery thing,
dude. Since the pando
That's
began.
what Nikki does too. She does it because she doesn't like driving.
No, I actually like driving, but no. This is because I don't care. Yeah, nah, dude. Grocery shopping sucks. I mean, for me.
It's not fun because like no matter what, you're there for a certain amount of time and you'd rather literally be doing anything else besides shopping. Yeah, we this is probably sounds bougie as hell, but we don't grocery shop anymore, and we don't do our laundry anymore. I drop that off at a place and they do it, and I pick it up. You lazy man, you. Yeah, dude. Here's the thing: is I mean, it's also different because you're in an apartment too. Yeah. Well, yeah, we literally don't have a washer and dryer. I would have to lug that shit to the fucking I'd have to lug that shit to the damn laundromat, slave over it for hours, fold it. Yeah, we have what we call a laundry room. And this year we had to buy a new washer because ours died, and we went like bougie on it, and it actually plays music when the fucking laundry's done. Cool. I'll just be sitting in there, and it'll play a little jingle to let me know my boxer briefs are clean. Yeah, no, if I lived in a house somewhere, I'd fork over the dough for a decent washer dryer, and it'd be like anything else. But isn't that kind of like one of the perks of living in a big New York City is if you're gonna have your groceries and your shit all delivered to you, a New York City apartment would be like the most righteous place to do it. Yeah, dude. That's why you got to move to Jersey, bro. Get all that land. You can pay an exorbitant amount of real estate taxes. I think you got Jersey to deal with. Then there's that. Well, that's the thing, right? So the land of Snooki. I've said this to the lady before too. If it ever came time for it, I would much rather us, if we were gonna leave New York City proper,
rather than go to New Jersey or Long Island or Westchester or any of those places. Just flee the state, man. Like, why be in places that are
Wait,
like
what
sort
about
of like New
Connecticut?
York? Connecticut is ass, man.
Is it really?
It's not ass. All right, no, that's harsh.
I like camping in Connecticut, but I don't know about living.
Wait,
never
you went
been to
camping in Connecticut?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I really enjoyed it.
Oh, really?
Been a
What
long
kind-
time.
Like over here, like maybe Connecticut's not so bad.
No, not at all.
You
I
can go
mean,
camping
Liz
there.
might love it, but
I mean, I was just on my way through there. I didn't like spend a ton of time, but it was nice when I was there.
you and your husband went camping together?
No, this was like a long time ago. This is actually like before I technically met my husband.
Oh,
What do you mean technically met him?
Okay, so we went to school together, and like I was in drumline with his twin brother.
whoa.
But like I
That's
knew I
awkward.
knew he existed, but like I didn't actually like ever speak to him until like way after high school and college.
Was his twin brother into you?
No.
Because he's gay.
No. He's
Joke's
actually
on
they live
him.
next door. He's actually they're getting married. He and Whitney are
He-
getting married
He and his
next
lover.
year. He and his fiance.
Liz is over here every
And
time she
they
sees him,
have
she's
my
like, "You could've
favorite
had this."
baby in the whole wide world.
Wait, they had children out of
Favorites.
wedlock?
They have a baby.
Oh
and he's
my,
adorable.
Marco.
It was a planned
Disgusting.
baby.
Household.
A bastard,
Planned
you
baby.
mean? How dare you?
Fuck
That
you.
baby can never be baptized.
How dare you? He is my nephew, and I will never let you call him that.
Listen, that's just the rules.
It's the literal definition
Yeah.
of his
I
situation.
know.
Unfortunately.
How dare you?
The plot thickens. I guess technically I'm a bastard too, but for other reasons.
I mean, same. I was technically okay. I wasn't because I was at the wedding. I was in the
Oh.
dress with her.
Does it count if
It was a
my parents
shotgun
were
wedding.
married but they hated each other?
Right? Same.
That still make me a bastard? Because I feel like my childhood I felt much more like a bastard than your average child.
Oh boy.
Bless. I don't think you're a bastard.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't know me well enough.
Yeah. Yeah, Liz.
Oh.
I'm a nice
No.
guy, Michael. You shouldn't reinforce that negative connotation I put on myself.
No. Yeah.
That hurts my feeling.
No, I'm the guy that affirms your negative affirmations. You start shitting on yourself. I agree.
I
Mike is
you
the
went with the
depressive
total
voice
opposite
in the back
colors
of
than
my
I thought.
head.
Yeah.
Like when
Yeah,
you're
the
like,
voice that tells you
yeah,
you
I thought
can't
you were
do
gonna
it.
go blue. Yeah, the voice in your head that's like, no, you really are a piece of shit, Michael.
And I'm
No,
like,
no, you are,
yeah.
dude.
I'm
And even if you're not a piece of shit, Michael's the dude who's like, nah, man, you remember that one time?
yeah, I
You
remember
could've
that
given
one.
that homeless dude $5 and
Yeah.
you didn't?
Yeah,
Piece
I'm
of
that guy.
shit.
I'm that guy who's like, yeah, remember that time they asked you to donate to St. Jude's and you just said no and you thought about, yeah, you're a piece of shit.
Oh, that's every cashier at every grocery store I go to. Actually, you know what? I don't mind donating an extra $1.
No, I tell
I
them to
feel
fuck
like
off.
a big man with it. So it depends on what it is. Like I will not donate to the what's the big one that's really corrupt?
Red
the guys
Cross?
who do the Santa Clauses. Is that Red
Oh,
Cross?
no,
that
it's
does the Santa
Salvation Army.
Clauses?
Yeah, I was
Salvation
about to
Army?
say Salvation Army is pretty sus.
Like I won't donate to them, but if it's like, hey man, it's only $1, you give something to kids who have cancer, it's like, fair enough.
Not me. Fuck those kids. Fuck them.
It's not my fault your white blood cells aren't reproducing.
That's right. Not bad. Not my problem. You got shitty genetics.
That's
It's not my
terrible,
fault your
Michael. It
parents
goes across the
procreated.
whole like you're not a hero thing as well. It all builds an image of who Michael is. Basically, if the school bus is on fire,
like
he
peeling
knows
an
where the
onion.
exit is.
If
Yeah,
the
it's
school
like,
bus
oh,
is on
there's one
fire,
thing.
I'm the one that set it on fire. And
I was about to
Okay.
say.
and guess what? It's hurtling towards the cancer wing of the children's hospital too. We're going
I
two
set
birds
the
one
bus
stone.
on fire. I put a brick on the gas pedal, going right to. Not only is it a cancer hospital, but it's nothing but orphans who have cancer in this
Oh
hospital.
my.
We're gonna make it go boom bad.
I'm putting them out of their misery.
Anti-Batman.
The way I
he's
see
over
it,
here
they're
like,
all already dead.
I'm trying to make your
Fucking
pain go
cry.
away.
Yeah.
You can't tell me you love being in the hospital, do you? He's once again, he's just that voice behind him.
John
No,
loves
no,
it.
come on, guys. You don't want to live that long, do you? With the cancer and all. Let me throw this bus into your hospital.
Oh boy. Why you tell me to stop talking? It's Matty Cakes. It's the Juggalo.
I
the
didn't
Juggalo
say.
Supreme.
Did you see a tag with your name on that?
It literally said,
I
"Shut
am
the fuck
not
up,
a
Michael D.
Juggalo
Nicole."
Supreme.
Okay, no, okay, yeah, that's fair.
Well, that's your sound alert. For one thing, I didn't say anything morally incorrect. I've been talking about loving puppy dogs, and being a hero in active shooter situations. You're the one who wants to burn a bus and throw it into an orphanage hospital full of cancer patients, not me.
Yeah, John's wife actually deals with a bunch of orphans. Do you think she fantasizes about choking the shit out of them sometimes?
Oof.
I bet she
John,
does. John knows what's up. John's seen her fantasize. He looks at her notebook.
I'm gonna go smoke a joint. I will be right back. I need a second away from this
I'm
conversation.
gonna mute my
Jesus
microphone.
fucking Christ.
You know what, Liz? We don't need that sort of language, okay?
Yeah. Wait, take us out. Take
Okay.
us out to the streets with you while you smoke your marijuana, your devil's lettuce.
I just want to say I'm sorry that Liz said that, God, as she goes and does her jazz cabbage. Okay?
Man, she's really jazzing it up right now.
She's actually got a good idea. I'm gonna get some ice and then do the same. But I won't mute myself.
John's doing the same too.
Good for you, John.
Yeah, it's a fucking
Me too.
yeah, it's a fucking
three-way.
Rasta party
Wait, that
here.
sounded weird.
It's just me hanging out with fucking Will. I was about to say Willy Wonka, Willie Nelson, Willie Nelson Wonka.
Hold on, I'm gonna get my Rastafarian hat that has included dreadlocks.
Yes. Oh man, I could probably get. I'd
Can
get
you
in
imagine
trouble
if
for
I walked out of like? Yeah, I would, dude. They would stab me for wearing that.
or they'd love you
I'd
for
look
it.
that is a good. You know what? You want to know what's interesting? I don't know why, but I have noticed the young black ladies are really attracted to me.
Interesting.
I don't understand it, but there's always been a thing. And as I've worked out and gotten into better shape, it's gotten worse. I've literally been in the car with my mother-in-law, and she's made a joke about like, uh-oh, the girl's gonna flirt with you. And sure enough, the girl in the drive-thru or wherever we are does. It's weird. I don't get it.
Look at that tasty white morsel.
Right? They want some white chocolate. They just don't understand I'm actually artificial.
You're fucking made of stevia.
Exactly. I'm that bum chocolate. No, yeah, I don't know. It's
Bum chocolate.
they always they have an attraction to me, and if I was single, sure, but I'm literally in a car with my mother-in-law, and it's like, I gave you an extra hot dog, sugar. It's like, thanks. Didn't ask for that, but I sure will eat it. Yeah, I don't know,
dude. Is your Discord still hella political? Mine? Is it? That's a good question. Let me look in the
just the political channel.
Let me look at the politics channel. I have not. It's all the way at the bottom. I haven't looked at there in like months. Let's see. The last time. Well, I haven't. The last month I looked at it. Last month the 17th I looked at it. I see a BLM meme. Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene's husband just spent up to $300,000 almost on what? Congress is actively debating whether to ban lawmakers on their spouses from buying and selling individual stocks because of conflict of interests concerns.
Wait, is this all about husband just spent up to $300,000 on stock in companies that contradict the Republican lawmakers, BML, and LGBTQ stances? I don't understand the problem there. I mean, besides it being hypocritical.
I see some Joe Biden memes. A lot of people ripping on Biden. All right, so yeah, this one channel is political, but it's not people even arguing. It's just people posting memes and articles.
There does in that channel every now and then have a bit of an echo chamber feel.
Well, yeah, well, listen, it's the people who.
Hey, don't knock TJ Maxx.
The people that talk in that political part of the channel, they all basically kind of feel the same. So Bailander, Kenny Loggins, KG, Revin.
I don't disagree with them a whole lot. I don't know. Politics is a weird thing, especially when you start gloating. They all lean center right, and it's again, it's like, yeah, shit on Joe Biden, but we're all in the same boat, right? Like it's like, ha, fucking gas prices, Biden's administration fucking sucks. It's like, yeah, I get it. You're cheering, you're cheering for your team and you're booing the other team, but we're still in the same country. Like. Yeah, but I don't disagree with you, but the problem with that thought process is if you are center or center right or further right, this president is not on your side. Like the fundamentals, if you are a hard right wing or even regular right wing, this presidency is not in agreement with what you find fundamentally important. Like right now, they're pushing to get, they're pushing more and more. There's an ammo ban. They're trying to push through on the Senate, more gun control shit. So it's, it's like you can say that, but it was the same. It was worse with people. So the same, if not worse, when Trump was in power.
Sure.
Where you had people actively rooting the dude to fail. And the problem with Biden is he's made some really piss poor decisions. And then you add in the fact that potentially he's senile and the way, I mean, love or hate Trump, you didn't really, they literally attacked Trump for sniffing, trying to breathe because he was fat on stage. And they have said, like, literally they ignore the fact that Biden is having cognitive dissonance issues.
Well, that's the left doing that. The same way the right saw no, Trump was their golden boy.
I would disagree with that.
Well, it was only a certain minority of the right that had issues with him.
You had establishment right wing who hated him.
Yes.
But the problem with that is establishment right wing is working with the same people on the left that hates him as well. So like, I would argue that you have a good section, and you still have that section of people that are huge Trump fanboys. But like, the problem is it's all reactive at this point. If you were a diehard Trumper, you went through 5 years of them tearing down your guy, right? So why would you in any way relent when this buffoon is up there doing what he's doing? They're all fucking buffoons who don't care about us, for one thing.
Exactly.
Like, if you really think any politician cares about anything but their bottom line, you're a fool. It's all dollars and cents and how much more. I mean, the fact that you have politicians worth, you have Nancy Pelosi worth the millions she's worth. That's a problem.
Millions and millions and millions, making all kinds of fucking deals.
You see this article about this Major Taylor Greene's husband investing in companies that she's against and shit like that. Yet they ignore the fact that Nancy Pelosi is guilty of insider trading.
I feel like they're all guilty of insider trading.
Oh, fuck yeah! It's just, and that's the thing. It's like the politics have always been dirty. The problem is we've had a weird swing where it's like 3/4 of the media is on one side, and then 1/4 of the media is on the other side. And it's just, no matter what either side does, those section of media is going to lick their balls.
Yep. And that's the position we're in currently.
My opinion is the reason why the left gets pointed out for it so much is because realistically 3/4 of the media is left wing. Like, you basically on TV, you have Fox News, and that's it. That's right wing. And even they are.
What about
fucking
OAN?
neocons.
Doesn't OAN also fucking those lunatics?
When was the last time you said OAN referenced anywhere?
Dude, I thought OAN was also part of that hardcore heavy into Trump's camp.
But the problem is, at this point, right? How is anybody in Trump's camp? The guy hasn't said he's going to run for sure in 2024. Like, the fact that anybody is putting credence into him still right now is idiotic, because nothing is certain.
There are people still to this day with Trump riding around with Trump 2024.
2024 flags, and it's like, don't get me wrong. If you're attacking Biden for like shit he's done, policies, the way he's acted, sure. But don't act like you weren't defending Trump at every fucking turn during his presidency. Like, these are the same type of people that are attacking Biden that, like, anytime somebody said something on Facebook during the Trump era, they would go after him about, if they said it about Trump,
What are the odds that Biden dies in office?
I don't think he's gonna die in office. I mean, the thing about it is like, the problem is if he dies, then it goes to Harris, who is even more of an embarrassment than he is. Dude, she's as useless as they fucking come.
Dude, I feel like I haven't seen her in a couple years.
That's because you haven't. I mean, literally, it's the same bitch who called Biden. Well, she's fucking Camp David or some shit, because they literally, like, during the debate, she called Biden a fucking misogynist and alluded to him being racist. And then they call her out. One person calls her out on it, and it's like, that was during a debate. And they let her get away with it. This is the same bitch who said that she's been to the border wall, and they were like, you have not been to the border wall since you've been vice president. And she was like, no, 5 years ago. Like it's just all fucking
It's
stupid.
all the ridiculous. Do you remember when fucking Trump alluded to Ted Cruz's dad being the fucking Zodiac killer? But
Yeah,
again,
those are his greatest hits. That shit's just funny to
it's
me.
fucking hysterical. But again, dude, the same thing. The right lunatics, you know, like when they're fucking fighting tooth and nail in the primary, say all kinds of horrible shit, and then the second one of them wins the nomination, it's time to kiss the ring. Oh, that horrible shit.
Yeah, both parties.
Yeah, that horrible shit we were yelling at each other on stage. But no. Oh no, Trump is our guy.
Well, you know, and that's the thing is like, and the problem is it's on a dime, right? Like, look at how we were talking yesterday or the day before about how like George Bush during his presidency was the one being shouted at being called Hitler. And now because he was anti-Trump and he paints, everybody loves him. And it's like, how fucking stupid are you people? Like, they're all pieces of shit.
Yep.
They're, you know, and you know, it's, I mean, I will say there are things that you can, and people call these, you know, it's like, this is where the people that don't discuss things factually fall off for me, and where I just like, it's clown world, is you can say when Trump was in presidency, gas was under $2 in most parts of the country. You can say that because it's the absolute truth, but people will argue. And it's like, no, I was in Chicago in the city and paid $1.98 for gas. I'm paying $6 now. There's a problem.
Yeah, Liz.
And I don't believe for an instant that it's all because of this Russia thing. Because you know what the fucking truth about Russia's intake of revenue with oil and all that shit, fossil fuels, even during their takeover of Ukraine? They made $98 billion. They've made more money from exporting oil to other countries during their takeover of Ukraine than it's costing them for the war. Which means we, as other countries stupid enough to not have our own fucking resources open, that are buying from Russia, are in turn funding their war. So, that's the other thing. Why are we sending billions over to Ukraine? How about we don't buy billions of gas of fuel from fucking Russia and not fund them that way? I am, to be honest with you, I'm 100% against sending billions to Ukraine. I don't think either country is really that nice to us.
You know,
do I think what's going on is right? No, I think he's honestly, Putin's, you know, doing lots and lots of fucking war crimes in Ukraine, right?
Agreed. Yeah, but I don't know why. Again, you're right. I have no idea why we're fighting a proxy war in Ukraine, or at least paying for it.
We're going into a recession, and we're sending billions of dollars to another country. Why?
Don't look at me, dude. Don't look at me, man. Maybe Liz knows. Liz, why are we doing that?
She's too high to think about anything now. Now we have to talk about gumdrops and lollipops.
Thank you.
And pasties.
Exactly. And pasties. And I also got a bunch of crickets for my bearded dragon today, and he is a happy fucking camper.
Liz, we've talked about this. Do not refer to Ryan that way, okay?
Liz is putting pasties on her bearded thingy right now.
Oh my fucking
bearded
God.
thingy.
It's not bearded, by the way.
Yeah, you got that bearded thingy. You should put some pasties on it.
I was talking about her pubes. Your boy Pedro says, it's like what Team 4 stars Chi-Chi said, if you want to waste your potential and disappoint everyone, you should just be a politician.
Politicians nowadays are nothing more than actors that can talk without a script. They're all narcissistic. They're all lying through every side of their fucking mouth.
Yeah.
Like, you know, and that's the problem is like, even if I did agree with some of the things Trump's were doing, I feel that like, and here's the thing, I'm one of those people that I would love to see some heightened form of socialized medicine for the American people.
Sure.
But there's truths that go along with that. And one of the main truths is, if we were to try to implement any system like that, the first thing that would have to be happening is the borders would need to be closed. You can't sustain that sort of system with an influx of immigration not on the books coming through. So like, I would love to see more socialized medicine, but you know, you can't have it both ways. We're too big of a country for it. We take in too many people. And so like, for me, it's those, like, I'm 100% logic. If it doesn't make sense, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't matter red, blue, or the fucking flip-floppy libertarian party. They're another one that, oh, this policy seems popular. Let's go with that one.
I wish I knew the specifics so I could talk about it. But even when it comes to libertarian issues, I truly don't know.
Well, see, I don't affiliate with anything. I guess the closest you can get is I'm center with right-leaning tendencies. But I've got left-leaning tendencies too. I'm not religious, pro-choice. It's not my fucking business. Are you gonna make the skull bikini white?
I was thinking about it. What are you thinking?
I would.
Yes.
I'm really liking this color theme. It's not what I expected.
Yeah, I thought you were going like a little more mermaid aqua blue, but you took
Yeah,
it to
I was
like a
expecting
dune
the aqua.
direction.
Yeah.
I'm liking this.
Yeah. Well, I feel like it works with the kind of motif a little bit more.
For sure. Yeah, absolutely.
And after John,
I remember when you were figuring out the sea creature, and I really like with what you landed on.
So with the creature, are you gonna stick with that palette, or are you going completely opposite and going with the blues, turquoises type color, greens?
let me consult the color wheel.
That is fair.
It would be great if you did have a wheel behind you that you went up and spun.
It's like the
And that
fucking
decided what color you were using.
Wheel of Fortune style.
Yes, there you go.
Fucking Price is Right style. I'm just gonna pull.
What if you're like, puke gray? No.
Pedro's got a topic. Do you think Las Vegas is doomed in the next 10 years? 15 tops. Doomed in like
Not
drought?
doomed, but I would say not great.
Las Vegas has been in bad shape since the mob was removed from it.
No, wait, like, but what are we talking? Are we talking about economics? Are we talking about environment? What are we talking about specifically? Because environmentally,
Economically,
Go
the
ahead.
impact hurt them. Oh yeah, water droughts. You got that.
Yeah,
too. But
no,
California is bigger than Vegas though.
because
They're way
Lake
worse right now.
Lake Mead in Las Vegas, the water levels there are some of the lowest on record. Like they are rapidly losing out on water. And by the way, again, be it man-made climate change or whatever you might believe, it's happening. Climate change is happening. However you think it's happening. Regardless of whatever you want to argue on whether it's man-made or not, it's occurring. And it's going to be, by all predictions by the professionals, from what I've heard, it's going to be absolutely fucking horrific for mostly third world countries are really what's going to hurt. It's going to hurt us too, but it's going to hurt us financially more so than it will hurt other nations. And for example,
Why hasn't? Oh, sorry.
No. Oh, just a final point on that. The last time the environment really hit third world countries bad, it was specifically in the Middle East, and it pretty much directly led to the Arab Spring. So we have that to look forward to in the future. What were you gonna say, Matt?
I was just wondering, like, how come these like places like Vegas, they haven't looked into or invested in like giant greenhouses? Like, there's so much desert territory. Like, I don't think I've seen anything put forward to where it's like, no, we're gonna have this much acreage and it's dedicated to greenhouses that we're using. We don't have technology at this point to like make things grow with sparse water. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, listen, I don't beats, dude. No idea, man. Wait, I'm too stupid to fucking. I'm too stupid to sort that out, man.
like
You'd
it's
imagine.
it's 2022. We can't figure out how to grow things with minimal water. I mean, you have plants you're growing in a fucking New York City apartment. You mean to tell me with billions of dollars these people couldn't figure it out?
I do not know.
I mean, can we survive with minimal water?
Environmentally speaking, that's too bad. I grew up there, but again, this might not even be in our lifetime. Like for example, they made predictions that as the sea levels rise in places like Florida, Miami specifically, that city is going to be underwater in
Okay.
50 years.
I have an idea for a film. It's an episode of Pawn Stars, but the people walking in are all dressed like Mad Max, and they're trying to sell water, and he still does like, the most I can give you is $32. This is a jug of gasoline. Most I can do is $15.
How dare you? How dare you?
I think it'd be funny.
No, it would be funny. It's a funny little skit. I like it. But listen, the other thing is, do we give a shit about Las Vegas?
I mean, if you want to see Carrot Top and Chris Angel, you might. Elton
Yeah.
John as well.
Oh, he brings so is most of California. Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, California's in a huge drought. So have you guys seen the Foo Fighters horror movie Studio 666?
No.
It's a horror movie. I have not seen it.
You don't like horror movies?
I am a big baby.
Oh, you
Little
might like this one
baby.
because it's much more of a horror comedy.
Just a baby.
But it's essentially the Foo Fighters go to record an album in a haunted studio. I really fucking liked it, man.
That's dope.
I was surprised how much I dug it.
Do you think Dave Grohl still thinks about Kurt Cobain?
No, not at all. I don't think they were friends by the end. Because I've watched several documentaries and read certain things. I've read some of Courtney Love's book. Boy, is that chick gone. But what people have said is like because Dave Grohl in the background, basically while he was in Nirvana, he tracked and did all the instruments for the very first Foo Fighters album.
Oh shit!
He
no,
basically Trent Reznor'd it, where he recorded it all behind Cobain's back, and I guess he had shown Cobain some of the demos he had made, and at that point, him and Cobain's like relationship started to fracture. Also, I think Courtney Love was acting as like a quasi Yoko Ono type thing. So like at that point, I don't think they were getting along very well. And I mean, if you were Dave Grohl, would you still think about fuck you? You literally have played Wembley. Like, does Nirvana really matter to you all that much anymore?
Yeah, I think so, man. I
don't know.
I think it's his first. Like again, do you get Foo Fighters without Nirvana?
Yes.
See,
I say no matter what. I think Dave Grohl existed. He was always going to be a talented musician, with or without Kurt Cobain.
I feel like it's up for debate.
I don't know. I mean, they introduced him as a drummer, but he did all the work on his own. He came out with Foo Fighters after Cobain's death. I don't know. I really think so.
I think that's a very optimistic way of looking at it, but I feel like it's up in the air. I'm not saying he's not a good musician or talented. I'm saying if he doesn't have that springboard,
way too much credit.
I feel like if you don't have that springboard, I don't know if we get Foo Fighters, or I don't know if Foo Fighters become the band that it is now.
You may not have gotten in the same time frame, but like I think no matter what, if not Foo Fighters, he would have been in another prominent rock band as the drummer. I think regardless, Dave Grohl would have found success.
I'd like to hope so, but I don't know. I think it's a coin toss.
Well, here's the thing. Dave Grohl is a legitimate musician. Kurt Cobain wasn't a great musician. He played chords, and that's it.
Sure.
So it's not like Kurt Cobain was a musical prodigy. The guy played chords, and it came along at a time when everybody was done with hair metal. I'd argue the fact that post-Kurt Cobain, you've had nothing but success year after year for Grohl, I'd say that makes a good argument for him, no matter what, whether he would have been in some other big rock band as a drummer or Foo Fighters.
I think that just all that makes an argument for is that he's a good musician, and he's always been a good musician. Whether or not Foo Fighters becomes the band that it is today, I'm talking about the notoriety and renown of that band. I don't think that happens without Nirvana. I think you might even have a great band. Foo Fighters might have been the exact same, but who knows if they would have made it. Think about all the amazing musicians that don't make it not because they're bad or good or great musicians or not, just because of the luck of the draw, man.
I don't know. I think you can make this argument. I think about you can make the argument with Beyonce. You can make the argument with any musician that either went solo or started in a band and then left it. You can make the argument for Danzig and Misfits. Like, the truth is, these guys are determined and they're talented.
Sure, but
and
that's
if you
not
have
enough.
both of those, I disagree with you. And I look at Nirvana. What do you mean it's not enough? That's all that is, determination and talent. That's how they got successful.
That's enough, man. Dude, even in my own life, I've met so many talented, hard-working, tireless musicians who just didn't make it, regardless of how hard they tried.
Once again, you still have 15 years of continued success post Nirvana.
Right, but again, I'm not saying the Foo Fighters would have been a good band. I'm just saying I don't know if they would have achieved this amount of success that they have just without that boost, without that. Oh, this is the guy from Nirvana. Without all of the you know, accolades that come with that position.
The other thing I will say is when Foo Fighters first came out, people shit on it. They were like, "Oh, this fucking drummer from Nirvana want, you know, blah blah blah."
Right. So why would you shit on someone?
But it wasn't like, "Oh, Dave Grohl's doing a project. Let's embrace him." No.
Sure, listen, again,
they did not like Foo Fighters in the beginning. So
not
like
saying,
whatever clout he
not
had.
saying that Foo Fighters I'm not saying they're not good. I'm not saying they're bad. I'm not saying that.
No, I'm not saying that, Jared. But what I'm saying, even with Nirvana, because of Nirvana,
right?
When Foo Fighters first came out, it was already met with negativity.
But again, you're proving my point. The fact that people even knew who the fuck Dave Grohl even was because of Nirvana. So even the fact that they would shit on Foo Fighters means that they know who he is. I disagree with
you fundamentally, because the problem is you're saying essentially the success thereafter is negated if Nirvana wasn't in the picture, and I heavily disagree.
You know, we're just gonna have to call. You could say
there's a bunch of failed musicians, but I think if you can't ignore the fact that Nirvana's career lasted 4 years and Foo Fighters has been out for 15 years.
Dude, I don't know why we can't quite come to terms. I am saying Dave Grohl is a talented musician. That is not up for debate. I'm not saying his music isn't good or his music is bad, or I'm not saying his music isn't worth the accolades that it achieved. I'm saying that I don't know, and no one can know, if he doesn't join Nirvana, if he doesn't get the notoriety of being the drummer from Nirvana, all of the publicity and the name Dave Grohl in the music industry, I don't know if Foo Fighters makes it the same way without all that.
I know, but what I'm saying is Dave Grohl didn't get a record contract because he was the drummer of Nirvana. That's what you're missing, is like, he wasn't brought into the music industry as a solo act because he was Dave Grohl. He literally made a demo, and it was basically like, he didn't even go through the company he was with Nirvana. Like once Cobain died, all those ties died with him. Now, you can make the argument without Nirvana's changing the tides, I guess, in music, which, you know, is hair metal to grunge, or at least their influence on that. Do you have the style of music that Foo Fighters produces? That's a valid question, but I don't know. I feel like, I feel like no matter, there's certain people are going to succeed.
We can have people who are talented and amazing at their profession, but popularity isn't strictly correlated to talent and skill. As Michael pointed out, there was an element of chance. Don't be fooled by randomness. Hello, KG. That's it. I think it's just chance, and this is just a hypothetical. Again, there's no right or wrong answer because we don't know, because that's not the way it works.
Incorrect, you're wrong, and I'm right.
How dare you?
That's how we debate nowadays, right?
We will never know, though. There you go. Rat-tail nails it. How do we end up on Foo Fighters, of all things?
If you do watch documentaries and stuff, you get a little bit more insight to it. I don't really love the Foo Fighters. I like a couple of their songs. Their first album's good, but I love rock documentaries. I watch like every new one that comes out. I don't know why. I enjoy them.
You both have excellent points. Okay, but I love the style of the black and white creature. Thank you, Meg.
It's very like that sort of 1960s sci-fi that, you know, that L. Ron Hubbard sci-fi look to it. It's L. Ron Hubbard meets heavy metal. That's the vibe I get from this.
L. Ron Hubbard, dude? The Scientologist?
Well, not, you know, him, but like, you know, the sci-fi movement of the 60s where you had the original, like, Lost in Space and all that shit.
Dude, did you know that he, I think to this day, is the most prolific sci-fi writer of all time?
People, he was a smart man. He figured out how to make money.
Apparently those books are some of the worst books ever written. But he wrote a lot of them.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I've read much of that. That was a little bit before my time of interest, you know? Damn. I don't know if that's an insult or a compliment, Liz.
Take it as you will.
Damn, Liz came in hard. She's like, it's up to you, bitch. Like, you gonna take
Mega is like a BFF at this point, so.
How do you know Mega?
I met Mega on my stream. He's one of my mods.
Oh.
I'll be right back. I need to get something to drink.
Yeah, I gotta get some. You know what? I'm gonna get some water too, because I'm out of
I
water.
actually also need to refill my water. Wow.
Yeah.
Look at us go.
That's very hot.
Hydrating.
Water
Here, I'm like
break.
Hydrate,
sweating.
everybody. I will
Everybody,
also
go get
be
your
right
water.
back. Yeah, did you just hear my...
I did hear you. Yeah, all bullshit, by the way. No, I went into the living room and Jenna's sleeping on the couch. And like, I knew she woke up and went to the bathroom.
My
and I was
husband
like,
is also sleeping on the couch.
well, I feel bad because I woke her up and I'm like, you okay? And she's like, it was just loud in there. Now I feel terrible because I'm
What?
not talking and keeping her up.
Wait, what happened? You woke up Jen?
So she got up like a half hour ago, or I don't even know how long it's been, and went into the living room or went to the bathroom, and I hadn't seen her since. Then I go in the living room and she's fucking sleeping on the couch, and I was like, "You okay?" And she's like, "Yeah, it was just so loud in the room with you talking." Oh, I feel bad.
Oh, shit.
I guess it is kind of late.
What time she got to get up?
5:45.
Oof. Man, that's
Girl.
3 hours from now.
Yeah, I mean, she was just maybe it was longer because when I mean, she thinks she fell asleep at like midnight, but I do feel bad about that. I wasn't aware of that. She didn't say anything to me either when she left.
She's a sweetie.
She's a nice lady.
My husband, I was about to go wake my husband up because I was like, you're going to want to stay up. But
Yeah, wake his ass up.
it's okay. He had a long day. A long day of playing Ark. Just kidding.
KG says, ouch. KG, another night owl. Are you going to, when you guys go on your camping trip together, Liz, are you gonna bring along any of the equipment from your forest excursion?
What do you mean?
Like, are you gonna bring any of the same gear
To the lake house?
to the lake house? Yeah.
I don't think we'll need to. because we're
No,
not
the lake
camping at
house
the
is
lake
not.
house.
Yeah, there's not a camping situation. We got a
Yeah.
full.
It's a
We have.
cab.
It's an old
Yeah.
church actually that they rehab.
It's really nice, honestly.
Are
Yeah,
there?
no,
Really
we're
excited.
we have a bunch of we're on a decent chunk of land, so the idea is going to be I think for some reason the thought about it was it was going to be this rager, and we're all fucking old, so
We
I'm
all just
going
kind of want to chill.
yeah, I'll drink and shit, but I'm not I just want to hang out.
I mean, I'll still roll a bunch of
Oh,
stuff
yeah.
like I'm doing now,
That's
but
a constant.
probably not as much as I am now.
Who's bringing the shrooms?
I'm not me.
Cagey.
Michael, you don't want me in the forest armed on shrooms. We've been over this.
Dude, I haven't done shrooms in forever. I would do shrooms on this camping trip if I were going.
I've never done anything other than smoking the green leaf.
Dude, I would do way too many shrooms. Freak the fuck out. Full panic attack in the woods.
Jesus Christ.
You'd hear me screaming. You
I
think it
love
was a
these.
fucking
I love
Wendigo.
this woods because he planted a bunch of trees that are not. I mean, he planted a bunch of white pine, but then also a bunch of ginkgo, and the tallest ginkgo I have ever seen in my life because they're competing with the white pine. It's incredible.
You just hear Mike running out of the woods. Oh, chupacabra!
If I ever had a totem for Electric Forest, it would be an outline of that classic Sasquatch photo. It would just be is that Sasquatch? And lights.
I like
That
that.
would LED lights that would change. That would be, and that's how you would find me at the festival.
I still say, in August, as lame as it sounds, we need to do a horror movie night. Everybody, come on! It's gonna be a whole group of. What's more fun than watching?
No,
a
okay,
fucking
you're
good
gonna have to
horror
deal
movie
with the fact that I
friends?
am literally going to be cocooned in a bunch of blankets
Oh, yeah.
and
What, you
stoned
get
out
some-
of my mind because I cannot stand horror
Well,
movies.
first off, I will be just as stoned, if not more, than you. So you're in
Yeah.
good company there. Ryan can cuddle you through the
Yeah.
scaly part.
Yeah,
It'll be fine.
your lover will
As
be
long
there.
as it's not Saw, I just can't handle really nasty stuff.
Okay, so first off, this first Saw movie, not all that violent. Believe it or not, it's only got a couple scenes.
I just
Although I
can't
wouldn't
handle
watch that though. I'd
I
watch
can't
something
handle
better.
a bunch of torture or gore. I just can't do it. Although I've been doing really well with Stranger Things, which I've been told is actually pretty gross as far as stuff goes.
What? Whoever told you Stranger Things is gross needs to watch real horror. Although the new seasons. Are you on the new season?
I am on the recent season, yes.
Yeah, it's new season actually is
Yeah, it's
probably
pretty
it's the
pretty
most
nuts.
horror the horror
haven't
vibes
finished
you
it.
get.
My
We did,
husband
and
hasn't been in
I'm
the mood
waiting
to.
until July 1st now because I'm an asshole. We binge watched it more, and
Oh,
then,
same.
7 episodes. Damn it!
Well, I was so far behind on it. I never watched it because I was always such a big baby when it came to horror stuff. And this is gonna sound dark, and I know this is weird, but ever since I actually saw death, then I felt like watching stuff on TV was just different. You know what I mean? It wasn't
Ooh.
as scary.
What depth did you
You
say?
know what I mean? My dad.
Oh, wait, did he die in front of you?
I was there right before and then right after. So I wasn't there when he died, but
Liz, I'm right with you. I was the one who found my mom, and I was in the room when Jen's dad passed. I got you.
yeah, it's different. It's really different, especially when it's somebody so close to you. So it kind of gives you a very different perspective. Because I really used to hate watching gross, or anything that had to do with death. Stranger Things, I watched maybe half of the first season, I think 3 or 4 years ago, and I couldn't do it. And now I watched it and I was like, that was child's play.
I don't remember what movie it was, but Jen and I, it was maybe a week after my mom died, and we watched a movie where the main character, one of the characters, it was either mother or whatever, but it was a woman who passed away. It was their funeral, and people were just reading like how much they loved her, and I just had
Oh
a fucking
God,
break. I
that
had a
gets ya.
breakdown. I was like, I can't
Yeah.
watch this right now.
Yeah,
Ooh.
the Adam Project. We didn't realize that the Adam Project was my best friend and I both lost our dad within like a month of each other, and we didn't
Okay.
realize what that movie was about. We thought it was, a Ryan Reynolds movie, and we started watching it. We were like, "Oh fuck!" And we just like stopped. We were
Well,
like, "Never mind."
I have this 2 video games really like kicked me in the dick after my mom died. The first story is I had UFC 3, I think, first came out, and there's a thing where you get tweets from people as part of like coming up in the career, and this was like maybe a week after, and one of the tweets is like, "Good job, son, I'm proud of you, from mom." And I was like,
Oof.
"You piece of shit game." And then
Oh,
within a couple weeks, God of War came out, and if you're unfamiliar with the new God of War, or the God of War,
yeah.
the newest one, it starts off where you're burying, if you're as Kratos, you're burying your wife,
Mhm,
and
mhm.
his son, you're burying your mother. So the beginning of the game, I literally booted up, and it's her burial sequence, and I'm just like, tears just down my face. Like I've been waiting for this game for so long, man. It's ridiculous, but it's grief is interesting.
Man. I
Yeah,
wonder,
dude, video games hated me after she passed.
I wonder how I'm gonna do when my parents die.
It's weird.
It's gonna suck, and as emotionally disconnected as you think you are, it's still gonna hurt.
Sure, I mean, I'm not an animal.
Like
I believe that
I will rewatch stuff that makes me cry just because like it's still like it hits the right chord. You know what I mean? And there was actually a really good thing. I'll link it sometime. Who was it? Oh my God, I'm so bad with actors' names. He was one of the Spider-Man, not the recent one, not
Tobey
the first
Maguire,
one, the one in
Andrew
the middle.
Garfield,
Andrew
Yeah, that kid.
Garfield.
Yeah, he spoke about grief. And he spoke about his mother's death.
Wow, his mom died too.
Yeah,
What'd she
and
die of?
I don't actually know.
What?
Because I wasn't aware of it until somebody actually shared this with me on Father's Day, and it was a really, really nice thing about grief and how grief is a good way of remembering someone still, and like
I really
it
liked him in
sucks, but
Spider-Man.
it's a good way of still letting their memory carry on.
I will say, after my mom passed, part of me wished I was religious, because I feel like people who are deep in their faith at least feel they have more of a spiritual connection to the loved ones passed on. And I don't know. I don't look at it that way. Like, I don't know. Every now and then I have that night where it's like, "I miss you, Ma," and it's like, there's nobody listening, you stupid asshole. Like it goes
Yeah, you
immediately
stupid
to that.
fuck. Yeah, this is
Like,
where I chime in.
Yeah, that's where the Michael D. Nicola is in my brain, where he's like, "You realize she can't fucking hear you, right?"
Yeah, what are you fucking retarded?
I'm not really religious, but I still see my dad like, in my plants or like in like the hummingbirds and like the cardinals and like certain things that like we would always enjoy together. And like it's less of a religious thing and more of like a spiritual thing, more of like a I don't know.
I will say there was at one point Jen and I were arguing in the car, and one of my mom's favorite songs, "Turn the Page" by Bob Seger, came on. And we both kind of looked at each other like, that's a sign, right? Like, it's a sign she's telling us to just be nice to each other.
Right.
But yeah, I don't have very many moments like that, though. I'm not very spiritual. I think far too logically. And even in those moments where I am like, "I wish you were here, Ma," then my brain, that Michael D. Nicola in my brain comes up, and it's just like, dude. Same thing with like Mike and I were
Michael
talking
D.
about-
Nicola in my brain.
Yep. And then, well, it's the same thing like when we talked about going to the grave sites, where it's like, I get it.
Oh, yeah, I've talked about that.
I understand people that like
That makes sense to me.
Yeah.
get
Yeah.
comfort from the grave site, but I don't.
I would do that.
I
yeah.
get more comfort in where my dad has been than where
Yeah.
he is technically buried now.
Well, also, my family, we weren't like, and my parents, I mean, I've talked about it. My parents like beat the ever living shit out of us as kids. So like, there's that fractured thing. And then it's just the kind of the concept of like, as you get older and you try to, in your adult mind, start to connect certain dots. I've had those issues. Like a lot of the relationship issues between my father and I were due to my mother. And this is going to sound very morbid. Don't think less of me. But I did call the exact way she was going to die. There would be moments when I'd be going to work and I would go to wake her up and be like, hey, Ma, going to work, love you. And it would be like you'd have to physically shake her to wake her up. And I used to take my brother to the train, and I told him the one morning, I was like, we're going to find her like that one morning and she's not going to wake up. And sure enough, that's how we found her. Or I found her.
What got her in the end?
She had what they called arterial sclerosis, which essentially, the way the doctors talked was, it's a brittling of the arteries to the point where the way they talk, and I'm glad my dad got, like, he was able, like, he went to work and he was able to say, like, I love you, I'll talk to you soon. And the way they described it, she basically went to sleep and, like, it was like a light switch, just kind of like,
lucky.
Yeah, it really is. And because, you
Honestly,
know, I mean, well, you know, Liz, you know, Man with Two Brains, right?
Mm-hmm.
His mom passed away a year before, and unfortunately, she had a stroke while going down the stairs to the basement of her company.
Oh.
And they didn't find her for 45 minutes.
Oh, fuck, that's a wrap.
So he had to deal with them taking her to the hospital, putting her on life support. They had to make the decision to take her off of it. And I've always looked at myself as very lucky that my mom died the way she did, because, like, I would not have wanted to deal with that situation of her being in a medically induced coma on life support.
I'm really grateful for, like, hospice, and my dad was able to pass it home, you know.
We dealt with hospice, but it was with her dad.
Mm-hmm.
He was in rough shape. And the woman, I remember the hospice woman telling us, like, it could take an hour, it could take a day.
Yeah.
And I looked at him and I looked at her. I didn't say anything, but in my head I was like, this dude's got 45 minutes once you pull him off.
Yeah.
And sure enough, it was like a half hour.
Yeah, they told us like 2 weeks, and I was there and I was like, it's gonna be like a day. Which is good. Honestly, when you really think about things, you know, you don't want to, when they're at that point.
Well, so in our relationship, because I'm kind of a cold dude, like I'm not very emotional, to the detriment of sometimes in our relationship. But Jen had a lot of issues with her father for things he had done in the past, you know, cheated on her mom, shit like that. And when he had gotten ill, I told her, I was like, you need to start talking to him. Like, you need answers. I go, for you need to find out, you know, like, at least talk to him. And the final 2 years of his life, they had a lot of, because he was in nursing homes and shit like that. And she had a lot of time to talk to him, and she got the answers she needed. And I'm grateful for that, because that's one of the things I wish I could have done with my mom, was have, like, one final, just kind of like adult to adult, no bullshit. What was the deal? And unfortunately, I never got that. So there's that's unresolved. That when I see her in hell, I'll get my answer. I'm sorry, I got way too fucking heavy there.
You want to go back to arguing about Foo Fighters?
Yeah, dude, Dave Grohl is the best, and Kurt Cobain sucked heroin penis.
I'm on joint 22.
Hey, you
Holy
smoked
shit,
a lot
she's putting
today.
the elbow grease in.
I'm literally rolling an entire ounce right now. Up.
God damn, I have to wait until Thursday for payday to get any more. So I'm like,
It was
I'm really going cheap.
$59 for an ounce.
God damn it, I feel like I can have you buy it and ship it to me for less than even I can get it for
Seriously,
fucking over here.
it's insane.
I'm gonna talk to you the
Michigan
weekend
is
before we
insane
meet
right
up,
now.
because I'm gonna get some of those low prices that you got. How much can you buy in one shot?
How much as I want, literally.
Dude,
Michigan,
Illinois has a limit of fucking an ounce.
I literally do not know a limit. I bought 2 ounces this past time. So.
Oh, I'm gonna before we meet up, I'm gonna get your Zeller PayPal, and you're gonna if you would be so kind, you're gonna take a nice trip for me.
Of course.
When my grandpa passed, we were in the process of getting hospice to set up the house so he could pass at his house, because he never wanted to pass in the hospital. Unfortunately, we weren't able to get him there. Well, that sucks for grandpa. Whenever someone jokes about killing themselves, I just go into a cocoon. That's sad.
Yeah, I feel that.
Who said that?
Rat tail.
Oh, it must be further up, right? Or is that in the...
I feel that.
I mean,
Rat Tail, was it
like-
your brother? I forget. I'm sorry, man. I forget Rat Tail's trauma.
The biggest hugs.
yeah, suicide's a fucked up thing. Because the problem with
Yeah.
suicide is you're left with anger and sadness.
That's a bummer, Rat Tail. I'm sorry to hear that, man. That would
Never had
probably fuck me up
anybody
too.
close to me kill themselves. I've had people die of like heroin overdoses and shit like that. But
Man, my brother and I are so close. I would biggest hugs, friend.
Yeah, I got nothing for you.
Ooh, I like the tattoos that you put on her. I just noticed.
Sure.
Or war paint, whatever they are.
I think we should blame Mike for this stream getting so heavy, and
Never.
I
It's
want
not
some
me.
reparations. I'm just demanding reparations from anybody for anything at this point.
I'm just over here enjoying
Rolling
the
your
time.
20-second
I'm happy
count.
that you guys are up because nobody else has been up at this point in time lately.
Yeah, no, this is fucking Dina
I
Cola
love this time of
o'clock.
night. Yeah, this time of night is the best. And my husband was literally like, I don't care if you switch over to night shift. He's like, as long as you're happy with it. He's like, I know you thrive at night. And I was like, I shouldn't. I love my garden. I shouldn't thrive at night.
Night shift? Are you just talking your sleep cycles?
Yeah. Whenever I tend to like lean towards night shifts, I always be more productive. And I'm always like, I don't know, I usually end up starting to stream more and I start to like be more creative. But then I just don't see anyone anymore. Like, you know what I mean? And I
Yeah,
can't really
nocturnal
plan for
life.
family stuff and, you know, summer activities and stuff like that. So
This
It's-
is
it's
where
a
my brain
double-edged
kills
sword.
me. My body doesn't let me sleep past 10 a.m. So I get the pleasure, and that's late. Like if I'm sleeping at 10, my body must have needed it because like I will be up until 4 tonight and be up by 9:30 tomorrow. It sucks.
yeah,
All love, says Rat Tail.
all love. All of the love.
So I felt like a dick for doing this, but I noticed one of my family members wished my grandmother, who passed away this past year, a happy birthday on Facebook. And I was like, I wrote a comment and I was like, "You do know, right?" And then he came back at me and he's like, "If your mom had a Facebook, I'd wish her a happy birthday on her birthday too." And I was like, because I'm a dick, I was like, she's dead too, right? And he's like, "I know, stop being an asshole."
Oh my
Uh,
fucking god.
it was like 2 a.m. on Facebook one night. I was like, the fuck is he doing wishing her a happy birthday? The bitch is dead. She really was a nasty one too.
She's dead, Jim.
Finally. You know what,
Dreamed that I
KG?
had to pick
You
up
know
my
what I'm
grandma
about.
for Christmas. And she's been passed for like 6 years.
Wait, you
Dude,
said you
I
got her a
remember-
Christmas gift? Is that what you just said?
No, I had a dream last night that I
Oh.
had to pick her up to like bring her home for like a Christmas. It was like either Christmas or like some sort of an event, but there was like a storm, but I still had to like go and drive and get her.
Jeez.
Jesus, Liz basically was having a Stephen King dream.
Been having a lot of weird dreams lately.
It's
More
all
like
that
Stephen
dodge.
Kink.
I did have a dream that a Demogorgon kept coming out of a crack in the wall to try and come and kill me.
Butt crack.
Oh, dude, Michael, the season,
Yes, a butt crack in the
the
wall.
it oozes.
Oh,
The episode
it's like
7
a virus.
of Stranger Things Part 1 is it wraps up, it not wraps up, but like, it answers some shit, and I loved it.
Oh god.
I
Dude,
loved that. I loved that episode so much, where it takes you right back to the beginning. And
Oh,
yes,
yes.
I'm not gonna ruin it for Liz. She hasn't
I was
finished
about
it.
to say I'm not quite
Dude,
done
no, no.
yet.
Dude,
Believe me,
did I tell you?
I
Dude, did I
gotta
tell
do
you
it.
that I
Waiting for my
called that?
husband to be in the mood.
Dude, I have to deal with Alex, who, if I spoil anything, just goes into full-on bitch mode. So I try to be very careful.
Dude, I called that. I called half of that ending, and the missus called the other half, and we were both.
So as soon as they show who we all know, you
yeah,
know who I
yeah,
mean,
yeah,
I was like, that's gonna be
yeah.
this person, and my
Yeah.
wife was like, no way, and I was like, and I even called how that person is created,
Nice.
and
yeah.
then and then when they do tell you, who it is, I was like, she's the one who created the entire thing.
Yeah, baby.
And Jen's like, no, it isn't. And sure enough, and I was like, but part of me gets mad at that, because like part of me like has an ego about it of like, yeah, that's how good I am. But part of me is also like, in the back of my mind is just like, did they just make this really predictable?
No, no.
Like I thought it like was fairly good twist wise.
No, I think it's a fairly good twist, and also they give you clues. You know, they're context
Yeah, I
clues.
actually watched a YouTube video of like all the different things they've alluded to it in.
Yeah, so I feel like it's, you know, you just all you did was you picked up on their clues, which is good. Good.
We all agree that season 2 is bad, right?
I don't even remember, dude. I don't remember season 2 or 3.
Season 2 is the one where she had the emo haircut and dressed like she was in the Matrix.
Oh yeah, she was wearing like a big zoot suit with the sleeves rolled up, and like her hair was slicked back. That one.
Yeah, it was meant to make her look edgy, but it was just like, you do realize the edgy form of 13 that you created, or 11 that you created, is legitimately somebody who would get picked on. Like,
dude, do you know that dude 11, I was watching a video of 11. She legit looks like a 45-year-old divorcee now. I'm talking about like the actress
right.
herself.
I'm gonna say this, I have hated the fact that ever since that girl starred in Stranger Things, it's basically been a countdown timer until she was fuckable. Like, they have sexualized that girl, the internet audience, the media, the magazines, and now that she's 18, there is a certain element of like, how have
she
you
did really good in Enola Holmes.
I like her. I don't think it's her fault. I mean,
No, I agree.
You know,
Yeah.
if now that she's 18, if there's any sexualizing going on, it's her more
But
than
yeah, I
likely
can
doing it.
see
But
it
like,
going on in the beginning, but she was
Yeah,
fighting
and it was-
against it for sure.
it was
She was like,
disgusting that,
excuse me,
like-
let's not.
yeah, like I was watching Stranger Things, and I was like, I like the fact that this 11-year-old girl is ripping dudes up. But like, I would see online of like, look how gorgeous she is, 14-year-old Millie Bobby Brown, and it's like, the
Hey.
fuck is wrong with you people?
Here.
Like, I don't think it's out of line to say that if you're sexualizing a 14-year-old, you should hang. Like, fuck you. And then now that she's 18, and now it's like even more
Here.
perverse.
This is
because,
how this is how she looks now, which is fucking crazy because I guess she is 18 or
Yeah.
19, or I don't know her exact age.
my clock hit 0, so she is 18. I had that
The
digital
countdown timer.
LED program
marked on
for
the
6
calendar.
years now.
But yeah, dude, it's fucking weird. I'm not sure, like, and it makes me, you know, honestly, it makes me think, oh, she's fucked up now. She's one of those, like,
I mean, she's been in the Hollywood engine
Yeah,
for quite some time.
because like some of them, like Daniel Radcliffe, came out okay. You know, like I've seen him in interviews. He's normal. He never ends up in like the tabloids for doing anything crazy. He seems like a
he
relatively
seems like a
normal
good bloke.
a normal person you could probably have a drink with, and he wouldn't be cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, unlike like a Tom Cruise. But like so many of these child actors, not necessarily Tom Cruise, but child actors, so many of them end up so
No, Tom
fucked
Cruise
up.
would be a fucked up conversation. You wouldn't be talking about stock prices. It'd be like, by the way, have you considered Scientology? Like,
How do you
every
feel about
6 minutes.
Xenu?
Yeah. L. Ron Hubbard, you a fan?
But yeah, no, dude, I feel like just from what I've seen her in my Instagram, like TikTok feed, because she's been doing the rounds promoting the show. But as herself, she's been on Hot Ones and a bunch of other things. And then I'm like, oh man, dude, she's one of the weirder 18-year-olds because, you know, dude, when you're 18, you're kind of a fuckhead. You know, you're kind of like,
Yeah.
but nah, dude, she's a little off. It's a little weird. Makes me wonder if she's gonna be if she's gonna go Amanda Bynes, Britney Spears kind of. If she's gonna get wacky.
It depends on how long she can. Like, if she can convert Stranger Things into a elongated career, I think she'll be okay. But she'll probably turn into like just an ego monster. Now, if she doesn't have success in anything else beyond Stranger Things, then yeah, you might be right.
I don't know. I don't know, Elizabeth.
Elizabeth, who's that?
Oh boy, that's my mother's name. It's not.
It is my mother's name.
Your mom
Your
named you
mom
after
named
herself?
you after her?
No. Okay, so my adoptive mother's name is Beth, and my mother's name is Tracy.
I like Beth. I don't know why I like that name, but I like that name.
But I was actually named after my adoptive mother from my birth mother.
I see. I see.
Did your adoptive parents treat you well?
They were okay. They couldn't take care of kids, but it wasn't necessarily their own fault. Don't really
Yeah,
talk to them anymore though.
So not great.
Not amazing.
Are they still around?
My birth mother is. My birth father died when I was 19.
Whoa, what did he die of?
Cancer.
Shit. That sucks. Were you bummed out or were you just like, meh?
talked
He
about it
was
for 20
in
minutes.
prison, so I was not really at
Oof.
the time. But I
Wow.
was. I mean, it was still
Jeez.
kind of like. It was still kind of like, somebody died. So,
Yeah.
but I
Jesus
didn't
Christ.
really like have any, contact with him. Sorry, that was a bit traumatic. I do apologize. It's not traumatic to me anymore at all. Like, so don't
Yeah,
worry
the
about
vocal
it.
inflection
Wait,
was
can
like, are you okay
Can
with
I
it?
ask what he was in jail for?
It wasn't anything violent. He was like a con artist kind of. Like he would just borrow
kinda
things and
cool.
never give them back.
That's called
basically.
stealing, friend.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Con man.
He was a dick.
Wow. You've got con man in your blood. Now it explains why you're here hanging out with a dirty
Yeah,
reprobate like yours truly.
I'm a degenerate.
It's just a regular schneefing
It
DJ.
runs in my blood.
I've done inside of the skating ring schneep.
Oh man.
Are you a Letterkenny fan, Liz?
I can't say I am, but not like
How
I'm not against. I just haven't seen.
Dude, that's what I want. Man, I want to hang out with you guys. I want to watch Letterkenny.
How do you Puff the Magic Dragon and not watch Letterkenny?
What is Letterkenny?
It is a show on Hulu, and it's about
Okay, so I don't
these
have
Canadian. Damn it!
Hulu. That explains it right there.
Yeah, I don't think it
I'm
premiered
sorry.
on American TV at all. It was only Hulu.
I'm sorry.
Because it was a Canadian show.
I had
probably look
Hulu
it up
for a
on
little
YouTube.
while, but
I'm sure there's
Okay.
tons of it on
Hey,
YouTube.
Pink. Pink's up late.
But it's basically about this small town in Canada named Letterkenny and all
Oh,
of
nice.
the inhabitants. You don't
So
like it,
I
KG?
really-
You're fucking wrong.
I really like Trailer Park Boys. That is also technically part.
You know,
based in
I've never
Canada.
seen Trailer Park Boys.
I hated that show for the first bit, and then it was like The Office. I slowly it grew on me, and it became an acquired taste. It's really good. I think you'd really like it, Michael.
I hated it too, Liz, says Rat Tail. I don't know, maybe I should.
It took a while for
Maybe
me
I
to
should
get
watch
into
it.
it, but man, it's good. I reference it a lot quietly. People never get it.
I've only seen gifs of the dude who looks like he's got Down syndrome. Does he have Down syndrome?
Oh,
The guy with the
Bubbles?
glasses?
No, he's actually one of the most intelligent characters in the entire show.
Oh,
He's like,
does he have like?
not at all. He's
does-
not at all. I don't think.
Does he have like a mental handicap in real life, or is he like playing? is he
No.
just-
No.
It's just the glasses.
he
Yes,
just-
literally just the glasses that makes him look different than everyone else.
Yeah, no.
but
I feel
he's
like
not.
if I saw that dude walking down the street, I'd like help him across. You know?
Or run
I mean,
away.
I mean, I wouldn't because
You're my.
I'd be, I'm me, and I'd be watching to see if anybody hits him on the road. But
Well, yeah, you
normal
don't have any
person
time
might.
to help people across the street when you're lighting buses on fire.
Full
Yeah, no, he's
circle.
actually he's pretty fucking funny in this show. I
the whole
thought
thing
that
is great.
too. Like, if you don't watch it and you see the characters,
Yeah.
it's kind of like, why the fuck would I want to watch this shit?
Yeah.
You have to. You got to kind of watch it.
It's
to
a
understand.
very obscure kind of humor.
Letterkenny is Canadian humor. It's not. It's a little different than Trailer Park Boys, and more like Letterkenny is really about like the rapid fire one-liners that they can deliver and shit like that. Like, it's really well written and smartly written. I'm a sucker for anything that'll like makes you really like the characters. Like if a show makes me invest emotional empathy to the characters, then it's done a good job.
Damage.
No,
You know where that meme originates from? You guys have seen the original meme, right?
I've just seen the Asian dude saying it. I don't know what it came
The
from.
original meme is he's playing Dark Souls,
Mm-hmm.
and
Oh.
he and it was like it was a spoof meme of every time he moved, he was getting killed. Like he wasn't doing anything in the game, and he's just getting killed.
Mm-hmm.
I believe
It's
that.
actually a really funny meme or a funny video. He's actually got a lot of he's a funny. He's got a lot of funny videos.
Hey, Rat Tail, it's weird, right? Rat Tail just watched that Millie Bobby Brown video.
Yeah, it's
But-
weird.
It makes me think, like, who's like she's old enough now, like she does her makeup and her hair and all that. You know, like I'm assuming like
No, she doesn't do any of it. She's got so much money.
No,
She's got that Netflix money.
no, I mean like again, like she's not the one doing it, but she's the one calling the shots, right? I'm
You would
assuming
assume, yeah.
that she's the
At
one that's like, I
18,
want my hair like this, do my nails like this, do my makeup like this. This is the
Yeah.
outfit I want.
You would hope.
You would hope that she's making those calls now that she's 18. She's just like, this is how I want to dress. This is how I want it. Because again, this is her on a TV show, but even when you see her just around, it seems like this is like this is her look that she's going for. And it's like, wow, that is like, you jumped from being a teenager to being like a 35-year-old woman. But like, what's
Yeah,
the...
she's gone a little bit like she's sometimes. I've seen her in the one dress. She was going like for like a Lady Gaga vibe. I was like,
I
what the
don't
hell
know.
is she wearing? It's something out of Fifth Element.
I don't know, man. I wonder if Hollywood just like fucked her brain up.
It's a fucking meat grinder, bro.
You know, that
She
place
let's
is...
see if she started acting at 14, 13 or whatever she was. She's 18 now. That's 4 or 5 years of complete corruption.
Let's see. Stranger Things season 1. Let's see when that debuted. Usually it takes about a year or so to put these things together. So it started in 2016. So 6 years ago. Tack on a year for production.
What a good
so
year.
7 years ago. So she was about 11 years old when she started doing this whole thing.
So if it's 11 years old, then you're looking at fucking 7 years of corruption.
7 years.
fuckery.
7
way.
years of like really primo years. You know, like.
Those
11
are pretty important.
11
years, I don't know.
like each one of those years you're basically like a different little mini human. Even 3 of those years make a difference, you know, like an 18-year-old versus a 15-year-old, you know, a 15-year-old versus a 12-year-old, right? Again, like you like those, each one of those years is a lot of time in a little body. So 7, she's 18, so that's over a third of her life she's been in the Hollywood spotlight. Yeah, I'm calling it, dude. I think she's fucked.
Yeah, if she doesn't go full fucked, she's gonna be one of those people that after she stops her fame slow, she's just gonna leave Hollywood and live in like Montana.
Hey, Bale.
What's up, Bale?
Morning, you gremlins.
What's up with your mic?
Gremlin. I am definitely a gremlin. Also, speaking of being a gremlin, I will be right back.
She's got to go jerk off into a corner like the animal she is.
Yeah, 100%.
She's
Leave that
shimmying
image
over to the
burned
squirt
in your
corner.
mind while I. I'll be right back.
Yeah, her lover put a wee wee pad down just for her in the corner.
Jesus, that's a lot of secretion.
Yeah. Listen, he was running out of mops.
It's a young, healthy woman. What do you expect?
Bale, what's up with your microphone? You said it sounds distant.
Oh, did I sound very far away?
Yeah.
Because I was.
Did you hear this bullshit about Kraven the Hunter?
I saw it in the comic book channel. It's fucking stupid.
Dude, it's fucking. It's
you know what really
appalling.
grinds my gears?
Dude, it's
idiots
fucking
trying to-
appalling.
Idiots trying to do their take on a
Wait.
character.
Wait, what are they doing?
Okay,
with
okay. So
Kraven the
Kraven the Hunter is one of Spider-Man's most Kraven the Hunter is one of Spider-Man's most notorious villains. It's one of he's up there in the Rogues Gallery with the Sinister Six. You know, Doc Ock, Mysterio, the Vulture. Like Kraven the Hunter. Kraven's Last Hunt is one of the most easily recognizable and notorious Spider-Man stories. It's Kraven the Hunter is this expert level animal hunter. Like there is no beast that man hasn't killed and hunted down with just his bare body. He's a fucking animal, dude. Except he needs to, I think he needs to capture Spider-Man and kill him in order to die? I forget the exact angle. But basically,
I think it was that, but
yeah.
it does end up burying him though.
Yeah, it's Kraven has to hunt Spider-Man. So Spider-Man is literally this dude's prey. And this dude is an expert level hunter, so he truly hunts Spider-Man. Like it'd be like if Batman were after you or something. You know, he memorizes each and every one of his moves. He's got his number. It's really fucking cool, really compelling. But we're now dealing with Sony. And again, I've said this fucking too many times to count. Sony is a fucking Looney Tunes studio. And with every Spider-Man 2, with every Into the Spider-Verse, with every No Way Home, you have Venom 2, Spider-Man 3, the Andrew Garfield films. You get Morbius, and now Kraven.
I like the first Andrew Garfield movie.
It's okay. It's not bad. It's all right.
I think I'm biased towards Emma Stone, and that's why I like it so much.
Emma Stone does a great job. Andrew Garfield does a great job as Spider-Man. I do not like the direction his Peter Parker was in. He was too fucking cool for school, skateboarding around, sassing the bullies and all that. Whatever. This Kraven the Hunter, though, is apparently going to be a quote-unquote anti-hero and animal lover, like a conservationalist.
Dude, what is up with this new generation of writers that are turning villains into like misunderstood anti-heroes? No, dipshit. Yeah, a villain
is a villain.
Just because you identify him, it doesn't mean that he's a hero. It means that you're fucked in the head.
Yeah, no, dude, it's I'm with you, man. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I think it's dumb. I think you do these characters a disservice. It's like, it's a horror story. It's Freddy Krueger, but Freddy Krueger, he's not a pedo anymore. He's got a heart of gold, and he's just misunderstood. He's an anti-hero.
He actually never was a pedo. He was a murderer.
There you go. Actually, well, listen, pedo, murderer, who gives a shit? He wasn't somebody that you had to like think about his relation. Like, you never. He wasn't the camp counselor with a heart of gold. Yeah, that's not who he was. That's not who he was ever meant to be. He just needed to be something that you were fucking terrified of. Kraven the Hunter is very similar in that regard. You should fear him. He's a nightmare.
I don't know what's happened these past 5 years where villains are just not scary anymore and not badass. Like look at Marvel in the comics. Whenever Taskmaster showed up, you fucking ran. And now he's a comedic relief.
Yeah, no, I don't know, man. I don't get it. And I do not trust Sony as a studio. I don't trust Sony as a movie studio. Their track record is so all over the fucking place. An animal lover and a protector of the natural world. Dude wears a lion head as a vest, right? How the fuck? Yeah. Dude, what the fuck are you saying? Like, how? God, only these movie studios could see Kraven the Hunter. Kraven the Hunter. Know that his most famous story in Spider-Man is him hunting Spider-Man to kill him because he's Kraven the Hunter. He's a character that runs around in the animal skin that he's murdered. With a fucking lion's head vest. I have killed
all the animals in the world, and now I must save them from Spider-Man.
Yeah, that's it. Fucking, you nailed it, dude. That's Kraven. And they're like, oh, no, he's not a villain. He's a misunderstood anti-hero. It's like, no, he's not a misunderstood. He's a hunter. He's a Kraven the Hunter. Oh,
I might be misremembering this, but in the cartoon, didn't he have like an Ace Ventura 2 type of room where he had like all of his trophies hung up?
Dude, of course he did. Because he's Kraven the fucking Hunter, man.
Because he's a hunter.
God, dude. Animal lover. Animal lover.
I'm Kraven the Hunter, and I am sponsored by PETA.
Yeah, that's a fucking great Kraven the Hunter, dude. Dude, it sounds like you just walked out of the 90s cartoon.
I am using the inspiration of the 90s cartoon. Also, the guy who did the voice for the cartoon did it for that Spider-Man Shadow Dimensions game.
Excellent.
To which you battle Kraven the Hunter, and that's where I'm getting it from.
Very cool. But no, dude, it's annoying, man. It just let them be villains. Fuck it,
I'm
man.
gonna slip out.
Ooh.
I'm gonna go and work on packing up my clothes and open up a spot for anybody that has good dialogue for this because I literally have zero clue as to what you guys are talking about. I
You don't
love
want to talk
y'all.
about Spider-Man?
I don't. I wish I
Right.
could, but I don't really have much knowledge on it. But I love you guys.
Unbelievable.
I know. I know.
Later, buddy.
I'm terrible. I
Uh,
will be here and lurk and listening.
when are you
while I
leaving?
Pack up my pasties. Tomorrow night.
Oh, you're gonna be gone.
Yep.
Well, I wish you the best.
Thank you.
Don't get into too much trouble.
I'll do my best.
You say.
Guys, is Liz coming back or no?
I hope you guys have a good night. Peace.
Bye.
We're looking at a total horror movie scenario.
That was the last we ever heard of her.
Yeah. I hope she already paid for the August trip.
She'll
Come
be
on, that was
fine.
funny.
You think she's gonna bring a gun to this place?
No. I don't think you would. I mean, I would.
Oh yeah,
but
you would.
I
you
mean,
animal.
That's.
Wait,
that's
Liz
easy.
with a gun?
Lizzie,
Oof.
get your gun.
What are you trying to say? Yeah, that laugh says it.
If it was Nikki, I would have been shocked if she didn't bring a gun.
Nikki's always carrying.
Dude, if Nikki lived like 100 years earlier, she'd be walking around up and carrying around Texas with
She's
spurs on her
like
boots.
Nikki Warp. Sorry, Wyatt Earp is what I was going
Oh, yeah.
for.
That was very.
That was too much. I was gonna call her Hot Hands Gonzalez.
Oh, that's a good one.
Fast
That's a good one,
actually.
actually. As long as you don't call her Speedy.
Double entendre.
Nikki the Kid, dude. Just fucking.
There you go. Now we're getting there.
Latin Nikki. If
No,
we
we
had
have
to go
lost
by
one.
naming conventions back in the day. You know she would have been Republican.
I would have been Lord. I would have made people call me Lord.
The musician?
I'll call you Sir. I will not call. Yeah, no, I said Lord, not Lord Day.
Lord Day.
You still
it's-
can
it's-
if you buy land from Scotland.
Oh boy.
Why does
God,
everybody
dude.
gotta shit on the Scots?
I hate that.
You don't want to be a lord, Coda?
Yeah, here,
no,
here,
no,
buy 1 square foot of land in Scotland. Change it.
You're a king of 1 square foot, you fucking loser.
God, whatever.
Do you
dickhead's
have to
buying
buy
that.
just 1 square foot, or can you buy more?
Like, I want you to give me an acre so I can retire and nobody bothers me. I'll build a
Retire in
pub on my
Scottish
property.
forest.
Yeah, right in the forest. Fuck it. I'll just become a troll.
Good night, Rat Tail. Thanks for hanging out, Toots. See you around, Sugar Tits.
So vulgar.
Man,
What does toots actually mean?
I don't. What is?
See,
I'm genuinely asking.
I think it. I don't know.
I don't
mean,
fucking know, dude. That's a great question.
what's
You know,
up,
that's what you
Toots?
call a woman when you don't want to
Yeah.
use the word broad.
It is.
When you want to be nice and you don't want to call her a whore, you say, "Toots,
I'm sick of calling you a whore bag.
look, you're my wife now. I can't keep calling you whore in front of the kids. How about Toots, eh?"
How about Sugar Tits?
And she's like, "How come you never hug me?" And he's like, "I squeeze your ass when I walk by, don't I?" It's that sort of a old school relationship. Sugar tits.
I give it all to my guma. You get what's left.
I compliment you all the time in front of my friends. I go, "Look at the fucking gams, boys."
Oh man. Take
Go
care,
and make me
everybody.
some dinner, toots.
Right? She only had
KG.
dinner was only late one time, and I tell you right now that mistake was not repeated.
That sounds like some proper 70s household.
That's the problem. Like that was real life for women in like the 50s and beyond.
That's real life. That's real life for anybody KG dating.
Oh boy.
God forbid, dude. the laundry's not folded when KG comes home from work, it's pistol whip o'clock.
It's no way.
So no, actually, I've heard KG tell stories. The people she dates, they're very well kept in line because she only lets them out of the cage to do the chores. and
That's why
to
they call her
please
KG.
Is that why she's cagey?
Yep.
Yep.
If your
Well,
lover,
makes
it's a
sense.
binding contract that you spend most of your day in the cage. The cage of KG.
Get in the cage.
The cult of KG Cage.
Is that a loaded pistol?
Yes, only one round. Doesn't make any sense. It's not a revolver. Don't know. Semi-automatic.
KG's laughing. She's fucking yucking it up over here.
As
It's
she
all right.
slaps her cage slave.
It's all right.
Quiet, you.
That old booze bag. She's half in the bag right now anyway. She doesn't even know where she is.
This went totally like a left turn into alcoholic. Oh, fuck.
You know,
Oh, that got me.
it'd be really funny if like people who didn't know KG got word of what the stuff we say about her on stream. She's like, man,
They
this fucking
report you for fucking like bullying.
well, feeling the love. KG, she's so sweet, dude. KG's like the fucking absolute sweetest. It's like everybody else in this chat. They're so nice, and I just pick on them relentlessly. Just call them the worst.
Yeah, I
stuff.
don't know. You just assign terrible voices to women too. Like, oh there. Like, what the fuck? How you doing? What's your name? Michelle.
Michelle sounds like she smokes a pack of cigarettes.
Right.
Jesus Christ.
Smokes, chews.
Doctors told me I had cancer of the lungs, so I smoked it out of me. The only person to fight.
Hilarious.
You know that's a true story? You know who Arlie Ermy is?
No.
Arlie Ermy is the guy from Full Metal Jacket, the drill sergeant, the drill instructor in the beginning that gets killed.
Sure, yeah,
He's
of
been in
course. Rest in
tons of
peace.
shit. Yeah. So I guess he had an interview where they found a spot on his lung, and he was like, they told me that I had a spot on my lung and I needed to stop smoking. And he was like, so I smoked that bastard out of me. And I guess he smoked so much that the spot
I got the
disappeared.
badge, baby.
Oh my god, dude.
Yeah,
Thanks,
tough old
Phil.
fucker. Actually in Vietnam.
Congrats on the badge, baby.
Oh, you got a badge, you can flaunt it.
Yeah, well,
got-
isn't the story is
got
he
the
was an
Spidey
actual
badge.
fucking drill instructor and he was just ad-libbing
Well, yeah.
those lines?
So the whole thing was he was brought in as a consultant, and there was another guy to play the drill instructor role who, because the production got delayed, he had to back out. So then they asked Arlie Ermy, so he wrote all of that dialogue.
Wow.
They asked him to write and perform it. The fucked up thing is, a couple weeks before they began filming that, he got into a car accident and broke his ribs.
Oh,
So that means all of that yelling and shouting dialogue he's doing it with broken fucking ribs.
Ooh, dude, apparently breaking ribs, man, because they can't fix them or repeat. Like, you literally just have to be in pain the entire fucking time. It must, dude,
But
it
you're
must
also
have felt
talking
like,
about a guy who actually fought in Nam too.
dude, it must have felt like all those screams, all that, those hand gestures. It must have felt like he had broken glass in his chest. God damn.
Oh, and then Kubrick also was known for doing many, many takes as well.
Oh, dude, God, that must have been brutal, man. Dude, those guys,
Yeah,
man.
And his performance is fucking iconic.
Dude, that's a fucking man, dude. That guy's fucking tough as nails, man. God damn.
Did you see the photo of Vincent D'Onofrio getting jacked because they're gonna Marvel Kingpin up?
No, can you share that?
He's got.
Did you
I gotta
bookmark
look it up. He's got a photo. It's like a selfie from the gym, but I mean, considering it's Vincent D'Onofrio, it's like, oh, he's pretty good shape. Let me.
Well, he's a
clickety
big
clack
boy,
my
man.
keyboard. And that's the crazy thing, because he was in Saving Private Ryan where he had to gain 50 pounds, and then you see him, I don't know, 15 or 10 years later, whatever it is, in Adventures in Babysitting, or not, maybe not even that much, maybe a few years, and he's like thin as a rail.
Wow, he's fucking 62 years old. Good for him, man. He looks great.
Did you find the photo?
No, he's 6'3". That explains why he's so fucking
Yeah,
big.
He's a big dude, yeah.
Yeah, man. Fucking, or for you, Bale, he's about 191 centimeters, Bale.
Yeah, he's like literally 1 centimeter taller than I am.
It's a big boy, but he's built like a fucking brick shit house too. He's not a
I found
rail.
it. Well, he got a little puffy as he got older, but then this is what he's looking like now. And I gotta say, reached character limit for this link photo. Goddamn. I'll post it in the Discord.
All right. Alrighty.
Like I said, he's not like, you know, you're not seeing Hulk Hogan, but it's impressive for his size and age. Let's put it in the general. Yes,
All have you
God.
fully embraced
Wow,
your
yeah.
night owl lifestyle?
Dude, for a fucking 62-year-old guy.
I'm telling you, they're marveling him the fuck up.
And he's not doing the, you know, you see guys that, their arms aren't so big. Well, what they do is they do that pose where they push their arm against their side and curl, you know?
I will say,
Yes.
the black shirt and his pose does give you optimal, if you're flexing, to pop without looking. It's a relaxed pose. Odds are he's flexing there.
Dude, a relaxed arms out flex, it's still nothing compared to arm at the side flex. Arm at the side flex, when you push your arm out, it makes it seem like,
tricep out.
yeah, it makes it seem like your arm is like
see.
3 times the fucking size as it is. So like just his arms like that, his arms are that size, you know, which is pretty
Yeah,
fucking
this is
big.
this is a smart way to take a flex photo though, because if there's any excess like fat hanging off the muscle, it's gonna go pull to the back and you don't see it as much as well because he's bent forward. But he's got some pretty big guns, because if you look at the shoulder shape,
Yeah,
there's you know what I mean,
he's
he's in great shape.
And you know what's even better? In person, he's gonna look even scarier because he's so tall.
yeah, 6'3".
That's the thing, is like they were like, okay, if you want to be Kingpin, like you can't be fat Kingpin from the 90s. You got to be ripped Kingpin. You got to be Michael Clark
Like
Duncan Kingpin.
Well, dude, you know,
He's like, I
listen,
got
man,
your toots.
that's the marvel of it is, listen, you know, it's Marvel, so they're gonna pay for your nutritionist, they're gonna pay for your dietitian, they're gonna pay for your athletic, your trainer, your fitness coach. They're gonna give you the access to some of the best shit that they've got. You know, they're gonna put you on the regimen.
Plus testosterone.
Yeah, right. Plus the HGH and whatever the fuck else.
Yeah. Yeah, he's not getting there naturally.
Right. So it's, well, yeah, he's a fucking 60-year-old. He's gonna need some help. You know what? If you're 62 and you're just like, why the fuck not, dude? You're footing the bill. I'll put in the
Dude,
work.
for one thing, he's been very pro that role. Like, he enjoyed playing Kingpin.
Mhm.
So you mean to tell me if you're a 61-year-old Vincent D'Onofrio and Marvel is going... Now, I'm not going to say he's going to be healthier than he's ever been, because depending on what supplements and shit they have him on, if it's for pure muscle growth,
Yeah,
it isn't
right.
necessarily great. It's not necessarily great for the heart,
No,
but
Or
you're
the,
in the...
or the
be-
liver.
he might
You'll be in
actually
the
be
best-
shaving years off his life.
yeah,
To be honest,
you'll be in the best shape of your life, and you'll be paying bank for playing again. Like, people want him in the role, so it's like he's in pretty good shape all around right now. By, you know, he's getting paid to be ripped, and he's going to be paid more than he probably ever made in the role.
So it's a bit misogynistic on Disney's side though,
How dare
because
you.
I don't know who they're paying for their female actors, because they look like shit. I mean, look at Captain Marvel.
How
She-
dare
she
you insult
allegedly
the
also had a
wonderful
shrink.
Brie Larson?
dude. The Brie Larson. Apparently, dude, she was. Dude, I don't know what the hell went wrong there, but apparently, like there were all kinds of behind the scenes of her at the gym training.
Yeah, but
I've seen it, and it's all dog shit. I've seen it. That's why I'm mad.
yeah, I mean that's the
But
thing.
you know, I
though,
think
is, like,
I
you
think
really-
I think it's different, right? So they want Vincent D'Onofrio to get huge. They don't want, neither the Hollywood starlets nor Marvel themselves want, like, oh, let's get Wanda, but let's make her fucking jacked, dude. You know,
I mean,
let's
I
let's
am
get
gonna
Give
say,
her, give her
though-
an ass.
let's get her to, you know, bodybuilder level.
No, I know. I feel Marvel does have a definite hypocrisy about them, because, like, when you look at any of the Marvel product, TV show wise, that are female centric or focused, it's all about positivity. Then again, you have Chris Hemsworth, who has to be a bodybuilder for like 20 years now,
Right.
just to fucking play Thor. Robert Downey Jr., especially when he started Iron Man, was ripped. Chris Hemsworth literally just did an article about how he lost 15 pounds of pure muscle because he doesn't have to work out so much.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, he did say
there
that on
is
the
a
interview.
double standard. You know, when you're talking like when Marvel references women's bodies, it's very much like, well, you shouldn't tell us how we make the Marvel women should look. And then when they talk about men, it's like, oh yeah, no, he's on straight up a steroid regimen and he's only allowed to eat lettuce. So, you know, we're getting him in peak.
Lettuce
Look
and
at the
50 chicken breasts a day.
Look at the nerdy Indian dude that they got jacked for no fucking reason.
Kumail
Like literally,
Nanjiani,
he's minding his own business, and they're like, "Hey, we're gonna try to make you more popular than ever, and you're gonna be ripped." And he's like, "All right, cool, I'm down with that."
Dude, the fucking the juice that they got his ass on, the fucking roids that they put that dude on, it changed his fucking face. His whole face shape changed.
Yeah, it does. Well, look at Carrot Top.
Oh, dude, well look at Joe Rogan, dude. Joe Rogan's whole fucking face became a thumb. He's so
He's also got that gut bloat.
He's got the gut bloat.
Yeah,
his face is just became completely wide, dude. Like his head lost all like definition, just became a full circle, dude. Like again, like a thumb. Nightmare. Fuck, I gotta pee again.
Best kicks in the podcast of business. I'm actually gonna jump off. I gotta let the wife come sleep in the room. Did he just jet? I'll wait till he gets back. This motherfucker.
He didn't say anything. Thank fuck for having a video on.
Like, how fucking rude is it where it's like, gotta pee, and then he just whip his headphones across the fucking room? He's like, bye.
He didn't even say it. He just took his headphones off and ran.
He must really have to pee. He's been hydrating very well. Good for you, Michael. Hydrate.
Good for him. But
Fucking
say
asshole.
something.
Yeah, no,
just let your wife camp out on the couch. Be a man.
See, that's the problem, right? Is like I was online talking, and I noticed she got up, and I thought she just went to the bathroom, and then I realized an hour went by, and I hadn't seen her, and I was like, oh, what the fuck? And she's out there sleeping on the couch, and I woke her up.
Very long at this point.
Well, I woke her up, and I'm like, are you okay? And she's like, yeah, it was just loud in the room, and I was like, oh, I'm sorry, because I thought maybe
your computer in your bedroom.
Yeah.
It's time to move it, baby.
I don't know where the fuck I moved it though. In like my living room area, you know.
Probably there.
Yeah, but I mean, I could theoretically. There's just not a space that's incredible for positioning.
I mean, it's better than waking up your wife or not being able to talk as much as you would like during.
Well,
the
I'm
late
normally
hours.
not going at 3 in the morning. Usually, also to be fair, she sleeps right the fuck through it. Like, there's nights where I record my podcast till 3 or 4 in the fucking morning, and she's always sleeping through it. So like,
in that case, you're fine.
Like, I'm used to her like sleeping like a tank, so I didn't expect my voice to wake her at this point.
Okay, so the issue isn't with your TV, it's with hers then.
No, how dare she sleep so lightly?
Yeah, you need to get your woman in line.
Who the fuck does she think she is? When you sleep,
You
you
gotta
go
go
to
in there and be like,
instant
listen,
REM.
toots.
Yeah.
Listen, toots, when you sleep like a log or you don't sleep at all.
Hey, sugar tits, I don't care where you sleep, but when you sleep good, you hear me? I expect you to go deep into REM fucking immediately. My voice shouldn't wake you. Hell, an earthquake shouldn't fucking wake you. Yeah, I can't say that though, because I sleep very lightly.
But she doesn't. And this is about her, it's not about you.
Yeah, it's her flaw, not mine, you're right. I'll make sure to wake her up and chastise her. I need you to wake up quickly, get your senses about you, and knock your shit the fuck off. That would not be a nice thing to do.
Yeah, you just gotta, yo, listen here, Tuts. This light sleeping thing, not happening again.
What happened?
If I come out here and you're on the couch one more fucking time, pack a bag. No, I was telling him how my wife is sleeping on the couch because I'm too loud right now.
Poor Jen.
You know, everybody's saying that. Nobody says poor Matt.
Poor Matt.
Yeah, we came to the conclusion that it's her fault and it's her thing to deal with.
She should have taken her fucking melatonin.
Figure it out.
Dude, I can't take melatonin because I don't sleep full 16 hours.
Shame.
And if you take melatonin and you can't sleep a full 68 hours, you feel like a fucking zombie the next day.
It's true. 100%.
I learned that the first time when I took 4 instead of the recommended dosage of 2 gummies.
Oh Jesus.
Well, I figured I was a big dude and realized it had nothing to do with it. Yeah, dude, the next day I couldn't do, like, I was just dead inside. I mean, I'm normally
You
dead
got learned.
inside, but, you know. And I just don't take it anymore because I never feel great the next day because shit's still in my system for the first half of my day.
KG, do you take melatonin?
KG just drinks rum. I don't need melatonin. I've got whiskey. I have that too, but I stopped doing that because years ago I used to drink myself to sleep because of my insomnia.
KG just pays for a local Mexican midget to choke her out every night.
Oh my. Oh my.
Oh my.
Oh my.
Is that the only male she doesn't keep in a cage?
Oh my.
It's too big of a cage for them. They are little people.
Oh my.
Oh my.
Muscle relaxer. That's what she calls them.
Damn, she's got the good stuff. Muscle relaxer with some whiskey.
Yeah, she calls him muscle relaxer Miguel.
Like a double-edged sword.
KG has told me that she has to be careful because she doesn't want to quote unquote get a Heath Ledger cocktail.
She doesn't want the Olsen twin special.
It's really fucked up that the greatest Olsen twin is fucking chick from Marvel. She's not even one of the twins. Dude, have you seen the Olsen twins? They look terrible.
Yeah, they look like monsters.
They look
Like little.
like they've been
Sold to a country and then sold back.
It looks like they were given serum, you know, to not age. And then as soon as they become unpopular, it wore off, and they just like, they're basically the witches from Hocus Pocus underneath.
Ugh.
Yeah, Bette Midler, am I right? Fucking bitch. Or, I'm just angry at Bette Midler all the time for no reason.
KG just
What do you gotta
spit on,
get
sad
Bette
that-
Midler? That cow.
KG just spit on her photo of Bette Midler.
She's got a single tear.
She keeps a copy
The
of
photos-
Beaches around just for this one occasion.
The photo signed 2 sugar tits from Bette. Bette Midler. My name's Bette Midler. Fuck Bette Midler. I don't know why people like her.
Fuck her.
She's annoying. Fuck her. Fuck the other one with the horse face. Fuck the other one that's in the Greek wedding movie.
Hey, Scooby Club. What's up, you old fucking
Another
so-and-so?
bright sunny morning in London.
You don't get bright and sunny in London. Stop lying.
Hanging out. There he is, right in London town. Yet, speaking of London, I was actually watching. I started watching the first episode of the latest season of Love Island. Anybody watching Love Island?
Fuck is Love
That
Island.
sounds very gay.
It's a couple of fucking. It's a handful of British retards get together and they try to fuck each other or not.
See what I mean?
We've released 16 mentally ill people on this island.
Yes.
Can they fornicate?
That's it. And I get to. It's just a nice way to laugh at British people. So I enjoy it.
And you can just ask a British person to smile and then you can laugh at them. Takes a lot less
Jesus
effort.
Christ, dude!
Swinging
Fucking
hard.
God damn, dude.
I know my stereotypes. I also live on the internet.
Jesus, chronic internet fiend Valendor here.
Basically, every time he sees a British person, he just thinks Austin Powers.
No, Austin Powers had good teeth in comparison to your average.
Oh my
brain.
God. Jesus, what the fuck
He
did the
just
redcoats
starts
do
going
to
in a
you,
routine.
friend?
What's the deal with the tea time?
Woke up in Joe's violence.
I won't stand for this.
The goddamn travesty. How dare you talk about beautiful London?
Speaking of Austin Powers, do you guys think we'd ever get a new Austin Powers movie? Like a
Ju-
typical Austin Powers movie with today's
No
environment?
fucking way.
Judging by how piss poorly his Netflix show did, no.
No fucking way,
Isn't that
dude.
KG?
Dude, the fucking Austin Powers, like, that's a man, baby. You know, he punches a fucking old broad in the fucking head.
Yeah, yeah.
Tries to
Somebody
yank her
hit her
old
with an
face off.
ugly-
That's my
Somebody hit
mother.
her with an ugly stick.
Yeah, no fucking way,
Look
dude.
at those Zumbos is in that movie somewhere. Then you got like literally the exploitation of a
Only
midget.
sailors use condoms, baby.
They should. They go from port to port.
Oh god.
I always have protection. I've got my 9mm.
God damn it, dude.
Yeah, you
Those
can pull a
movies are
lung
so
out with
great.
that one.
Are they? Do they still hold up? I haven't watched it in 20 years, man.
If you can let go and just you have the same thing with Love Guru. You have to just understand you're watching a stupid movie
Yeah.
that is
Oh, yeah.
only about the gags. And if you can do that, they're still and if you're not, a sensitive little bitch, they're still incredibly funny.
God, dude.
Dude, gag comedy has died in recent years. I'd love to watch another. Austin
Dude,
Powers one.
I'd watch Austin
Probably
Powers.
rewatch the old ones.
I wouldn't mind watching Ace Ventura: Pet Detective.
The Americans
Dude, I
have
grew
good
up
ones,
on
the
that.
the Hot Shots movies.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, babe.
Anything with Leslie Nielsen.
Leslie
in it,
Nielsen.
basically, too. The Police Academy is still a good goddamn movie.
Dude.
Oh yeah, dude. Wasn't there also like a TV show? I don't know if it's a spin-off or just based on it, but there's also I know because my dad loves to watch it. It's like a TV show, Police, but I think it's French.
Oh yeah, I'm not. All I know, well, I know the Americans did like 8 movies, and the last one was like Police Academy Goes to Moscow,
Oh boy.
like fucking during like Reagan era shit. We have to fight the commies. Yeah, the first Police Academy, even the second. Another one. Also, if you guys haven't watched them in a while, the Major League movies are still awesome.
I don't think I've seen those.
Don't know that one.
If you give a shit about, well, you don't really have to care about baseball all that much, to be honest with you.
Oh,
Is that the one
baseball
Charlie
is a
Sheen's
retarded
in?
sport.
Yeah. If you want to go even further back, Paul Newman was in a hockey movie called Slapshot. And it's literally about a team that can't win, so they just decide to get violent and beat the shit out of people on the ice.
That's
That's
one way
how-
to do it.
That's the whole thing, is they just get extra violent, and that's how they start winning. Because
Dude, it sounds like a fucking episode of Shorzy.
Yeah, it's that. I guarantee you, it's if you asked what's his face, he'd
Jared
say it's
Gisa.
yeah, he'd say it's a inspiration. Police Squad was the series with Leslie Nielsen. That's right. By the way, Leslie Nielsen has the distinct pleasure of co-starring in The First Naked Gun with none other than OJ.
Oh wow, the juice was loose.
The juice was loose in Hollywood. Yeah.
That guy's fucking deranged, man. You ever see his Twitter videos? Hello, Twitter
Yeah.
world.
I like how he was commenting about the Amber Heard trial, and it's
Dude.
like, I know I may have beheaded my wife and another person, but you should definitely listen to me about relationship advice.
Dude, the fucking juice. He comments on everything. He's got like a hot
The
take.
guy had a problem and he fixed it. So you gotta give it to him for
Dude,
that.
the juice has got he truly does have a hot take for everything. He
Well, that's
comments
like
on like
when he-
politics and like world events.
When he got arrested for trying to steal back his memorabilia, it was almost, I expected him to come out there and be like, I got away with murdering my bitch wife, and then the funny thing is I got arrested for stealing my own shit back.
I'm surprised he
he's
didn't
just
say
loony, bro. He's always playing golf and shit. Now, you want to hear some advice from the juice? Nobody wants advice from the juice.
that. Yeah, no.
Who the fuck takes advice from the juice? I'm gonna take advice about shotgun maintenance from Kurt Cobain before I take advice from the juice.
The juice.
Oh, dude,
Fucking
another
nut
movie
job.
that I'd like to see a second interpretation of is fucking Tropic Thunder.
Oh, get the fuck out of
that
here.
can
No
never
fucking
be made
way.
again. Never again.
No fucking way.
Not in
To the-
today's
to
Not
the-
age,
in a
I'm just
million
talking
years.
in general.
To the point where everybody in that movie basically disavows it like it was a secret mission they all went on.
It's a Black Ops movie.
Basically, like if you, it's probably one of those things like Robert Downey Jr. is going to sit down with an interview, don't ask about his drug addiction, and don't ask about Tropic Thunder.
Never go full retard.
That's a great bit of advice, though.
So
Nobody ever talks
good,
about how
though.
right he was. Dude, as an actor, you never go
I
full
understand.
retard, dude. Like, it's true.
I ain't saying went full retard. Cost him the Oscar.
It's true. You gotta go fucking Forrest Gump or bust.
One of my favorite parts is when he's like, G.I. Joe can't cry. I love that movie. God damn it,
Great
I gotta
movie.
watch that movie.
It's so good.
Even kooky Tom Cruise is great in that movie.
Great cameo. Excellent fucking cameo by Tom Cruise. He doesn't do shit like that anymore. You don't really see him show up in some movie just cause.
That's because he's too busy filming Mission Impossible 6 through 70.
And then
he had
the
Maverick on
next
the shelf
5
for
Top
2 years.
Guns.
Yeah.
Is he
this one
banging?
made tons of money.
Is he banging broads
Oh,
these
yeah.
days, or do they
I
just
don't
get rid of
think so,
that?
bro.
They don't even bother
Look-
anymore.
He goes into his hollow cube and they feed him women.
Because for all those years they were, they're definitely trying to push that he's heterosexual, and it seems like at some point they're just like, let's just.
I like how you say that with like pessimism. Like they're definitely trying to push like he's heterosexual. I'm not buying it.
I mean, they definitely try to be like, hey, look how heterosexual this guy is. He's banging all kinds of ladies. Like,
Tom Cruise loves to fuck.
yeah, it definitely felt like it was a. It's weird because in hindsight, it didn't feel genuine, right? Because you see like couples like Tom Holland and Zendaya, you see them like canoodling and shit, and it's all
I don't
secret.
think he's a sexual dude, is
Right?
what it is. I
But
think
then,
he may
like,
be asexual.
The Tom Cruise stuff never felt authentic at all, man. Even if he wasn't gay, those women definitely felt like they were being paid to be there, or they were just straight beards. It never
Well,
felt.
that's all part of the Scientology cult, though, thing too.
God, it never
It's all wrapped
registered
up
like.
into the weirdness of that dude.
Yeah, it never registered as
You
like an
think
actual.
Scientology took away his sex drive?
No, I don't. I think he's a pretty intelligent dude, and I think he may be one of those guys that looks at sexuality as nothing more than misuse time.
I'm too smart to come. You'll
Like,
never take my seed.
He might be one of those dudes that every now and then needs to release into something, but I don't think he gives a shit about sex in the way your normal dude does.
Since you said something, you think he has like some sort of like Scientology-made sex robot?
I mean, that would be actually really cool. No, I think he, before he sucks the blood out of them, he fucks his victims.
Wouldn't surprise me none.
Male, female, dog, cat, doesn't matter. It's all the same to him. Fresh blood.
I
What
mean,
if
he-
he's just eating like stem cells? He's just got pouches, like like MRE pouches, but they're full of stem cells.
No, he just morbs on stem
Yeah, dude.
cells.
Dude,
Yeah.
like South Park style. He just cracks open those fresh fetuses, just sucks the goo out.
Like there's a scene where like he's running through a small town and he looks up and the sun is starting to rise and he needs to wake his way back to his pouches full of stem cells before he ages. If the sun hits me before I get my stem cells, my true age will show. And he's like Nosferatu.
Yeah, he carries them around in his fanny pack like they're go-go squeezes.
Yeah, he took advice from Hulk Hogan one day because Hulk Hogan was like, "Put your stem cells in your fanny, brother." He's like, "That's a good idea, Hulk." Hulk's a big stem cell guy. He
Right.
was. He's not anymore. That's why he deteriorated.
Are there any like normal Scientologists? They're all wacky, right? Will Smith, Jada Pinkett Smith, John Travolta.
Yeah, he's definitely.
Wait,
Like-
Will Smith is a Scientologist?
That's what
No.
they say. That's what the rumors are.
I think Will Smith is just a broken man. He's nothing.
Yeah, I think he's just broken.
Keep
Dude,
my
speaking of
wife's
South
name
Park-
out your fucking mouth, but put your dick in her mouth.
Oh boy.
How many times has South Park been right with their throws and predictions? Like the last thing I watched was quite a few years ago. It was the season where PC Principal was fighting the sentient ads. And look at ads today, and they're listening and they're adapting to whatever you browse, whatever you talk about.
I like that the character of PC Principal is hung around. Like, is there a critique on like modern day PC culture? But like,
Oh, yeah.
it's been so many years now that PC Principal has been like a staple of the show, and it's just
So do
because
you
PC
Yeah.
Principal was around when I was in high school, so that's at least 10 years.
Do you think if you talked only about like bigotry and racism, you could trick the algorithm to show you something inappropriate and then sue Google for it? like
That's
just
an
walk
interesting
around your house
experiment.
like talking about terrible things, And then as soon as you get an ad for like stormfront.org, you can screenshot it and then sue Google. Like if you walked around your house just and like you even if you did it under the guise of talking about the boys the whole time, but the only conversation you had around your cell phone was like, I love Stormfront from the boys. Stormfront's my favorite character. Stormfront's like 100 years old. And your phone, like, just one day sends you a Google ad for it. I fucking screenshot and sue. That's the plan.
No way, dude. If anything, all Google did just now is put us all on a list. Just from you saying that.
I'm nothing more than a voice.
Ooh.
It's not my stream. I mean, I've said worse on my stream. Let's be fucking real.
Dude, I was fucking around with the AI earlier. Here, let me show you. I'm gonna post it in politics and other non-existent whatevers.
Freedom line.
Oh god damn it, where the fuck did I put this shit?
Up your bum, perhaps?
So there's a I use one of those AI bots where you give it a suggestion and it here I'll show you the first one. I'll put the first one in here.
Did you see that conversation between a Google AI engineer and the AI? That apparently the engineer got spooked.
Yep, he thought it was real.
Becoming sentient. Yeah. I mean, it is pretty creepy.
It's a creepy conversation. Alright, so here, this the first thing I posted was this in the DALL-E Mini AI generator. I just put Forest Ranger, and then I kicked it up a notch. You guys can look at this in the Discord. I can't show it on screen. And then I kicked it up a notch. I said, "All right, what if Forest Ranger is Rambo?" And it AI generated this shit, this freaky fucking like nightmare.
Horrifying.
And then I put this in, and I'll let you guys guess what I typed in to get this.
Dude, the Rambo one looks like a melted fucking action figure. Oh Jesus!
Why is the second row for far right one so colorful and show there?
Bro, his mustache is just his mouth in every single one of them. Oh.
Why does he have a leprechaun cap on like the seventh one?
Dude, this is like in the horror movies when like the demons don't have faces. Look at the Rambo. The Rambo looks like a melted action figure.
Yeah.
Dude, I was just screwing with this.
It's fucking horrifying.
Let me show you. I'm gonna show you a couple of ones.
That us fucking around with AI is gonna come and bite us in the ass like 10 years later, when the AI becomes sentient and takes over.
Oh my, not long. This is how it starts. Hang on, let me I'll show you the next couple. These are a couple that my friends sent me after I sent them that, because of course I'm in a chat full of lunatics. Where are you? Where are you?
It sounds like a fun chat to be in.
It's not too dissimilar from this one, except we really let loose because we don't need to worry about, it's a Telegram chat. So ain't nobody decrypting our chat. But yeah, these are the next couple that we did.
Yeah, I really failed on that first one, but the second one.
Like that second picture looks so fucking genuine. The one in the middle, oh Jesus Christ.
Dude, the faces are fucking nightmares, dude.
I know, right?
Dude, the first one, dude, there's a lot of them that look really fucking spot on, man. Storefront presents Tubbies.
Instead of the sun being a baby, it's Hitler.
Yeah, my god.
Good morning.
Teletubbies.
Guten Morgen.
Oh my god.
Teletubbies more like Thunder Tubbies.
Tubbies. Oh god, man, dude, just I gotta say, I know the lollipop one fucked up, but the center one in the bottom row, that face fucking gets me, man. He kind of looks a little bit like a demon, like a black-eyed Colonel Sanders with the little triangle mustache. I mean, facial hair. ridiculous.
Yeah. I can
Let's
see
just think of nightmares, like basically like the photo starts off normal and then starts to morph into one of these.
God, man, had fun with hours. Had fun for hours. You know, I should give you guys a link to that so you guys know, so you guys can use it too for funsies.
It could be a stream in itself, letting chat tell you what to do.
Yeah, here I'll post it in the chats. So
What is
there you
wrong
go.
with this AI utility?
Yeah, so there it is. There it is, Bale. Bale, Maddie Cakes. You could pull that up and put whatever you want in there, and it'll sort it out for you.
Where is it? Okay.
Just looking at the lollipops one.
Like, how are those lollipops?
Okay, put something in it. It takes a while to generate things.
It takes a couple minutes in order for it to do it, and also it depends on how busy a day you know, because you and every fuckhead on the
It's-
internet's having raunchy fun.
Yeah. I mean, it's nighttime or early morning in America. It's like,
Now it's probably the best time to do it, right? Because like Europe is just waking up, and most people in America are asleep.
Okay, the thing I put in fucking failed. It just looks like somebody didn't know what the liquefy tool does and just fucked around with it.
I'm gonna have to be more specific next time.
Yeah, get weird with it, man. For a while, I wasn't sure me putting in like untoward suggestions in the thing. I didn't think that anything was gonna come of it because I'm like, because anytime you go to like a GIF searcher and you type in anything that's like a word that people aren't allowed to say anymore, or like a racy topic, if you type any of those words, the GIF searcher will immediately shut down and like cut you off at the knees. Like, you are not allowed to look up this stuff
Yeah, no fun allowed.
at all. So like, yeah, no looking it up for you. No fun.
That's why you gotta save your. That's why you gotta save.
Oh no!
Oh my
Fucking
god.
suck.
Hang on, let me look. Oh my god, dude. Dude, this is a nightmare.
It really is. It's terrifying.
I got something soon.
Oh, I want to try one now. Ooh. Ooh, I want to try one. Hang
Ooh.
on.
That one in the center looks like it's a mask. Oh, that's creepy as fuck, bro.
Dude, the center bottom one looks like straight Play-Doh. Ooh, what do I write? Oh man, hang on.
I don't know why.
Wow.
I typed in the most obvious thing people should have typed in day one, but let's see.
Dude, look at the
Don't
center
think-
one, man. His claw. Dude, that top row, man.
That top row looks like, oh, it's a photo that people shouldn't see, so let's edit it.
It looks like photos of skinwalkers. They're all blurry and shit.
True.
Oh man,
I
people are
got
gonna.
one for you, Bale.
People
Coming
are-
in hot.
Wow, they're really
no.
having at her.
You're kicking the shit out of her.
Oh man, these take a little while to. Do you have multiple tabs open so you get a bunch at once?
No.
No, I'm shooting one at a. I don't have that much of a brain power left to be thinking of things. I'm at a one at a time right now.
Well, this one really failed.
Ooh my god. Oh man.
This already failed. I'm disappointed.
Ah.
This AI, it's dog shit.
I gotta fail. I gotta fail one, but I'm gonna show it to you guys anyway because it's a fucking. This is just pure nightmare fuel. Dude, the fucking Mark Zuckerberg one is fucking terrifying.
It really is. It's like his true form. The Biden one is terrifying as well.
It looks like his skin is about to peel, so he needs to hide, so people don't
Dude.
figure out what he's actually is.
Dude, the Joe Biden one, the bottom right one looks like the Joker.
Yeah.
I told you the reptilians were real.
Ice cream doesn't have bones.
Dude, that bottom right of Amber Heard that Maddie sent in is so fucking good.
It's like something out of South Park, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, I've got one that's, again, I got another horrifying one for you. I don't know how you guys are gonna like or hate this one. By the way, if you're listening, come into the Discord, check out the politics channel.
Might as well rename it to Larry Land.
Pee Wee Herman. Oh my god, it's terrifying.
Dude, the third one from the top, man.
Oh my god, it just looks. The very first one looks like his doll pieces are falling off of him.
Good. Dude, Pee Wee Herman looks like the fucking saw puppet, man.
Really fucking does. Wanna play a game?
Oh man. God damn, dude. Is that you, Saw Puppet? What's his name? What's the Saw Puppet's name again? It's like Calypso or something. He's got a weird name, right? Puzzle-O? The fuck is his name? Bill, help us out. The mastermind.
I have
behind-
no clue.
Shit.
Is it Billy?
How dare you?
It says here Billy the Puppet. No, it actually says Billy the Puppet.
Yeah, well, who's the guy then that controls Billy? Billy the puppet. I know his name was Billy. Jigsaw, thank you. Joe Biden Joker. You get what you fucking deserve.
You get the gas that you fucking deserve.
You vote for me, you get what you fucking deserve.
Yeah.
Although you can make that statement about any politician.
Yeah. Old fucking Clayface over here. I wonder if you could do anime, Bill.
Most horrifying.
Bill, try an anime one. I want to see what happens with cartoons. Alright, I've got a new one cooking up right now.
It's like the easy bake oven of horribleness.
Yeah, it's awful. Bless you.
Thank you.
Don't let it happen again.
You son of a bitch. I did, yeah. So I caught a Facebook post earlier today, and it was about Buzz Lightyear, and a lot of normies commenting that like they weren't yelling about woke stuff; they were just talking about why they didn't see the movie. And I scrolled through the comments, and the overwhelming majority, they were like, "Our kids were in the last handful of years. Our kids got so used to stuff being released on Disney Plus, they didn't believe." They didn't believe that Buzz Lightyear wasn't going to be released on Disney Plus, and it was actually in the movie theater. So there was a bunch of that, and there were a bunch of people that were basically saying they don't want to bother to see Buzz Lightyear because, boo, this is lame. Sorry, I did a. I'm not even gonna share this one. It's whack.
Yeah, I'm trying a few anime ones, and it seems that it just liquefies. Doesn't do anything fun with it.
Yeah, no. I think because of like Red Panda and all the other ones that came out, all the other Pixar films that came out straight to Disney Plus.
Straight to VHS.
Yeah, I think people just are not like, they're not wanting to go, and then the rest of them don't. The rest of them aren't feeling what Disney's been putting out lately, which can't blame them. The anime ones aren't doing anything for me.
Yeah, especially with kids, you give them a path of so little resistance, as in just log on to your tablet or turn the TV on, you have the new shit ready for you. You're kind of shooting yourself in the foot when you start releasing shit back into theaters. It's
Alright, guys. I think I'm gonna head out.
I'm getting pretty.
Let the wife go to bed.
Yeah, I'm getting pretty sleepy.
You guys have a wonderful evening.
You too, buddy. Thank you for hanging out.
You too, buddy.
Sweet
Catch you guys later. Goodbye, everybody.